so people can see what it looks like. You don't have to. Okay. Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to Candlekeep Mysteries. So last week, a book was live and attacking in the library. It knocked out your advisor, Nax. Then, upon further investigation with Sprig, who's your investigator for this case, there was a book that you had to find, and it was actually a Ging-Wutsum, which is a magical creature that can be created that can then shapeshift into an object or a creature or back to its orb-like form.
Mm-hmm.
You fought that orb. Zug took a beating from it, and you guys defeated it. You then found out there were 3 such Ging-Wutsums that had been donated to the library as books, and so you want to track down where they came from. You found out they came out from a Dune bookshop in Baldur's Gate. You went to the stable in Candlekeep and requested mounts for everybody, and they you requisitioned mounts from them. Everybody got to pick one from their exotic zoo of animal creatures held at Candlekeep. And then you rode for Baldur's Gate. It was a 4-day trip. Midway through, you got attacked by a were-rat and his pack of rat thieves. You defeated the were-rat. You tamed his rat pets, which their tamed form, I decided, looks like this. And, yeah, so then you got to Baldur's Gate. You searched around the marketplace. You found Amber Dune Books, which was run by a family and led by, like, the matriarch, who is this woman in a hood with really sharp teeth. So we will go back to Baldur's Gate now. Joined by Lance, who had been told by Candlekeep that that's where you guys were, so he meets up with you in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, cool.
Want my overlay?
Yeah.
Nice.
I am here.
I'm glad you enjoy all my hard work.
Alrighty. So, this was the marketplace in general. And so you talked to these people trying to find the bookstore.
Oh, that's right. You told us after the fact, and I thought this chick was hot.
Yes. You talked to this one here, and this one was the, I don't remember who the bear guy was. Does anybody remember who the bear one was?
He was running a bookstore that we had.
Oh, he was running a rival bookstore. Yes.
Yeah.
And
That's the one that you made up that we were like, must always talk to that one.
And so that led you to these people who are running the Amber Dune bookstore. And then after talking to them, you met the leader of them, which is this woman. And there's her sharp teeth that I mentioned.
She looks like a shark.
Yes. So that's where we left
woman.
off. Lance, you walk into the bookstore. You rode Bowser into town. And you find our party. Fusfajar rode with you, because he is also here now. So Fusfajar and Lance joined the party, already in progress at the bookstore.
Ew. Do I remember what we're doing?
You wanted to find out info on the Ging-Wutsums. So you wanted to find out how the books got from this store. You know that people bought them here and then donated them to Candlekeep. You got to find out if the bookstore knew they had dangerous books, or if they just thought they were normal books, and if they knew they were dangerous, why did they sell them? So, the last thing I think had asked was that Korvala, which is the leader's name, because somebody had asked about purchasing a really rare book. Was that Wes? Wes, had you asked about? Was that Broder who had asked about buying a really rare book?
Yes, I had asked about a book for making homunculi.
Yes.
I don't think I said it in game, but basically out of game is like, do you have knowledge on how to make Ging-Wutsums?
Yes. And so then and then you also wanted like a signed copy that was like by the author, like original, first edition. And so asking for a really rare book that made Korvala come out, and she's
Her
like,
eyes light up.
Fair customers, I come out to see my best customers. That book is, and do you remember what the price I quoted to you? It was like expensive, but I don't remember what though.
It was like 10 or 20 gold, I think.
20 sounds right. 20 sounds right.
Yeah.
I was like, 20 gold for that book, but first we need to talk business before we talk business. Let me greet you. I am Corvala. I run this bookstore with my family. Yes, this is a fine purchase. Do you have that kind of gold? And do you believe if you did procure the book, would you plan to use it? Do you have that kind of magic yourself?
Oh god.
I've been learning how to do magic recently, at least trying to, and I do have a few spells under my disposal, so perhaps that's why I'm interested.
Is that a deception check? Because I think as a rogue you don't have any spells.
I mean, I will eventually. I am doing
Eventually, but not now.
I mean, I do have that disguise self spell, of course.
You do? Well, no, that's not. Both you and I know that's not a spell. So...
Hey, they don't know that.
Ouch. I don't know. Do you have 20 gold on you?
Oh yeah, we got paid. I got like
Yeah.
140 gold.
Okay. She's gonna be like, I don't know. Let me see the coin. Let me see if you have the wallet for this kind of purchase, because I don't think you have the arcana, my good sir.
I don't, but she does know that. I showed the gold that I got, the one of gold that she'd need. From my big old bag of gold.
Okay, we can talk. Was there anything else? Was there anything else you folks needed? She looks at the rest of the party, before she pulls out the cashier and does the receipt and all that. Anything else?
No idea.
Guys, you're investigators trying to figure out if they made the murder weapon. You need to ask murder weapon questions. Think about detectives.
Well, we were asking
Am I
for
getting-
rare
am I getting this
books.
book?
You will be, but she's just waiting to see if anybody else has any other questions or needs before she casts you out.
Oof.
I'm gonna be really annoyed if this isn't a Ging Watson. I'm gonna let you know.
Jeez.
So, so she's like, okay, if nobody else has any other questions, considering, and then out of character, Kyle's gonna say, this is, not a murder investigation, but this is they definitely are selling dangerous items, and you guys are supposed to ask questions. Okay, so she was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, 20 gold, and so you give her the 20 gold, and she hands you a copy of How to Make Homunculi by, the book is by, Fistandia.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, where did you get this very rare copy of this book?
Oh, we get our books from everywhere. Baldur's Gate is a central pathway for many people passing through. Whether you're going from Waterdeep to Candlekeep, Baldur's Gate is a central locale.
Say, do you have any book headhunters that come often to sell you books?
Yes. That's actually what I was about to say. We have people far and wide that go all the way from the spine of the world down to Chult, looking for the finest books that then we can sell as our wares in the marketplace.
Did you get these 3 books that we were talking about from there? Because maybe we can contact them to see if they can find other copies. Because I know we had asked earlier about those 3
you haven't
specific
actually
books.
asked about. You have not asked her about Mazfroth.
I'm pretty sure he asked for those 3 specific books.
I promise you have not. And I was saying last week, I'm surprised none of you had asked about the 3 books yet, and you hadn't. So I promise. I was thinking the whole time, why haven't they done this yet?
I swear we had.
I'm trying to be kind of just not freeze. It's the popo.
Yeah.
So at least my plan right now, and I'm not sure if I haven't told anyone this was my plan. So people feel free to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But my current plan is basically just see if this is a Ging Watson, basically, and if it is, then go back and be like, So you sold a shit that tried to kill us.
So Jess, do you want to ask about them right now? Do you want to ask about Mazfroth, Telemere, or the Dark Hunger? Dalton, Lance, those are the 3 books. The one that actually attacked us at the time was Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions, and the 2 previous ones were the Dark Hunger and the Fallen Telemere. Do you want to ask?
I guess. I don't want to investigate. I'm not an investigator.
Then don't. I mean, this whole book is about investigations, just so you know. This is a mystery book. That's what we do in here.
I'm here to beat shit up.
I mean, CSI stands for Crime Scene Investigation.
Yes, it's gonna be high right in the name.
We were at the scene of the crime, not any of this fancy footwork.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so, she'll just be like, here you are, sir, and she... Oh, what were you gonna say, Gray? Pam?
I was gonna ask, like, so, what the fuck is it? I was like, have you had any complaints from your, purchases afterwards?
Oh, never. Everybody's happy with the books they get. The only complaint we get is that we don't have enough of, like, the sequels or the extras or the second, like, the newest books. But we're working on it. We're trying to get more selection.
I'm rolling insight against probably that lie.
Out of character?
Yeah.
They're like the bad bookstore.
They
like, they're
are
like
the bad. They are 100% the bad bookstore. Yes. It's like located like in the middle of like a dark alleyway, like 100%. Like you can, if anybody wants to make a perception check, I can actually describe something about the room you're in and stuff. But on the 21 and the 16, that was a lie. They definitely get complaints. And on that 18 perception, Lamb, you notice that in this, you're in a like a booth or because it moves around, right? And so you're in like a stall or a booth, and you notice there's holes in the tapestry of the roof. There are like squeaky floorboards as you step. There are loose boards on the countertop. Like, this is not like a high class establishment, despite what they make it sound like.
How dare
my
they?
kind of place.
So yeah, barring any other questions, she does hand you the copy of How to Make Homunculi by Fistandia, and you hand her 20 gold. And she goes, that'll be all. I'll get back to my office, but for big spenders, you can always ask for me, and I will make sure you get what you need. And so then she goes to walk away.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna roll sleight of hand really quick. What I'm gonna do is basically try to surreptitiously take a dagger and then just like cut across the book, because we discussed that'll cause it
She'll
to turn
never
into
know.
Yes. 1 second on my end here. It appears to be a regular book.
No, God damn it.
Nice.
Well, I'm annoyed that I spent 20 gold now.
Well, you got a fancy book.
I
Yeah.
did. I'm just damaged.
You just damaged your first edition, print in the package copy.
Fucking. Oh god. I'm sure it's fake still, but.
And if it's
Maybe
not,
you can call her back and be like, "Hey, this is damaged. Get your money back."
Wow. Amazing.
I like the cut of Gray's jib. Can I do that? Can I be like?
100%.
I'm going away. I'm like, wait a second. This has a big this has some damage on it. Like,
So that's a deception to you, and then she'll do an insight. So we'll do contested.
Oh God.
get out of here.
23. Yeah. She's like, oh my. It must have been in the shipping because that book was when I got the preview of it. It was perfect, and so I guess upon shipping or unstocking, it must have gotten that scratch. oh, we will have this. Do you still want the book if we can have it refurbished and shined up for you, or do you want?
I don't know about that. We have some other books we might be interested in. We were only really looking for this one, but if you don't have this one, do you have any of these books? And then I say those books.
Hey, yes, we can talk about those books in a second. But, good sir, do you want this one if I can refurbish it and, and patch it up for you, or do you not want this book?
Would it be called Vestandia? Oh, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, but I would, at least until it's refurbished, I would like my money back.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. So she returns you the 20 gold, and she hands the book off to one of her family minions to go take care of. They'll cast mending on it or something probably. So to Nightshade's questions, she'd go, I don't believe we have a copy of those 3 right now. We could definitely look into getting one.
And I'd say I actually...
We had them up until recently. We are currently out of stock now, but I'm sure we can get them back in stock.
And I'd say, because I had made a recent trip to Candlekeep, and I was reading one of those books, obviously because I want it, and it came to life and attacked us, which was very weird. We're on the search for this book in particular. That's why we came to you. Do you have any idea why that would happen?
No, I don't. I can't think of. I can't think of a reason as to. No, yeah, that's. I mean, it could be. So if you have I know Candlekeep has impressive security, so if the books had any kind of curse or magic put on them, unbeknownst to me or my workers, then upon going onto the Candlekeep premises, that magic could have been triggered or activated, and so we would be none the wiser to such dark magics hidden within. That's the only thing I can think of.
To be honest, it wasn't all that unpleasant. It actually was a really cool idea, and I'd love to learn how to do that.
I got a 15 insight on what...
Oh, yeah, she's lying big time. She's lying big time, yes. And then to you, Nightshade, she'd be like, I can't help you there. We really don't... I don't even know how one would go about enchanting a book to be alive or something like that. That's... I don't even have any magic. That's well beyond me.
Honestly, that's a sad thing to hear. I guess I'll have to take all my coin elsewhere and see if I can find someone who does.
I got another 15 on this.
Yeah, again, that was a lie. Again, she's just lying through her teeth at this point. She is just lying to you up and down.
If you're gonna lie, make sure you lie good. You have some obvious tells. The whole eye twitch thing you're doing, it's just sad, really.
Okay, quiet. I'll tell you what. She starts whispering really quietly. Come back to our base, our home, and we can have a private discussion away from other customers, away from the city. Let's go to you meet. I'll give you the address. You group meet my group back at our house. We can talk about this there. Does that sound amenable? Let's just not have this here out in the middle of the open.
Okay. I wouldn't mind that.
On that one.
How much
are they paying us to keep our mouth shut?
I was gonna say, how much money do you think I should bring?
Oh, why would you
ask? No. Sorry, Nightshade, they're not talking to you. They're talking about the idea of the attacking books, and they're still not admitting that they did it. They're still not admitting they know how to enchant books. But upon Broder, Lamb, saying, we know you're lying, cut the shit, they're like, okay, there might be things we're not telling you, but we'll talk about it later. Let's go there. There wasn't an opportunity of training or teaching. It was just, we will tell you what's going on maybe if you come with us. And then to Lance's insight, she does want to talk to you back at the back at their base or their house. So that part does not appear to be a lie. She does appear to want to squash this as quietly as possible.
Of course she does.
Does that sound good for your party? So we don't have to. Yes, little bear person.
Little
Yes,
bear
I
person.
concur. I think this is good. And I'm a koala, not a bear. I'm not a bear.
I mean, a koala is a type of bear.
Oh wait,
How dare you?
Yeah, you're. Is it? Wait, actually, yeah, I think it is the type of bear.
Yes,
Oh wait.
your race is bearkin, and then your sub race is koala. So you
A
are
koala bear. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god! I'm so dumb. Okay, yeah, I got you.
So, how do we know you're going to be at this place and you're not just going to try to, run out of town on us?
She pulls out of her pocket a like a business card, and she hands it to you, and it has her name, Corvala, then Amber Dune Books, and then their residential address, and then she pulls out. She's a bunch of them, so it's like, I wouldn't print 100 business cards with fake addresses. That'd be silly.
We're not asking
I
about
would do
fake
that. That'd be
addresses.
great.
We're asking about you running out of town.
Makes everyone think that's exactly a residential address.
You may roll insight on whether or not that is a residential.
Oh, not 20.
Oh, that is 100% her residential address.
Just like, I just scoff at her, at her amateur deception techniques.
But this wasn't deception. I'm giving you my address so we can talk this out later. Elsewhere.
No, I'm just saying, I all I do is just scoff, but that's the reason I'm scoffing, is because, like, Lamb probably has, like, in his home, like, 10 business card stacks, like...
You would.
I would.
But how much is she paying us? Yeah, can I be like, how much are you paying us to keep our quiet right now?
I mean, I'm not paying you anything. I mean, I could fight.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I could fight.
Yeah.
We could fight. I'm trying to end this peacefully and quietly. But there's no money exchange going on. If you want money, then we'll fight. If you just want the truth, we can talk.
I would like the truth, preferably.
Okay. Then after we close shop.
Yeah.
After
I'm just
we close,
I'm thinking about the option.
yeah, there's no negotiations, honey.
Honey.
I said I'm thinking just about options and stuff.
Okay. All right. Lance, did you say something?
I said it's like money wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, but that's not what she's offering. And so
Jeez.
she's either offering conflict or answers. And so she says, okay, after the bookstore closes, meet us at this residence, and we shall talk. Okay. So let's see here. The address they gave you is in Blackgate. So if you wanted to, we'll head there now. Blackgate is located north of the Wide. This district is part of the outer city, a sprawl of settlements that stretch beyond the city's actual walls. The outer city is home to Baldur's Gate poorer inhabitants, who live in ramshackle huts and flimsy tents, a stark contrast to the opulence of the upper city. Merchants with wares too eager or too illicit to sell in the Wide make unregulated black markets back here. The stench of stabled horses and other beasts of burden permeates the air. So we'll go over to their houses map. Let's go over there.
I kind of breathe deep, remembering the good old smells. Baldur's Gate.
The good old smells.
The good old smells. All right,
What if
where
we do
is
like
the?
a thing?
What'd you say?
Oh no, nothing. I didn't realize I had my push to talk on right now.
Okay, I don't know where the entrance to this. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the door is here. I'll let you guys there. Okay. So you guys find yourself. It's nighttime. Trying to find. Okay. Is there not a description of the outside? Are you dumb? Here we go. Right here. Okay. The Amberdune Books home is a dilapidated hovel with wooden walls, and it's located on a narrow street tucked away in a corner. So you are on the outside, and you do see a doorway. So yeah.
All right. Seems like it's about time to go get some answers. Let's go. Ba-dum. Knock, knock, knock.
I would have suggested to like check out the house like from the outside.
From the outside, there's not much to see. It is a shitty, rundown building with broken wood, broken windows, holes in the roof. Very muddy and dirty on the outside. There's no grass or flowers. Yeah, there's no yard. It's just street.
Okay.
Horrible curb appeal.
For sure.
Yes. There is no curb. That's how bad it is.
Oh no! The horror!
Alright, so Nightshade, I take it you're knocking on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Knock, 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 knock. And, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Let me just double check something here. Okay. Somebody comes to the door, and they're like, you hear like a yell, like, "Oh hey, what are their names again? What, Zan? Did you forget your keys again? Foolish old man." So he comes to the door and he opens it, and you see this. Zan, you forgot your keys. Fucking A. And he opens the door, and Nightshade, I'm gonna move you back because you would not be in the room yet. But yes, and you see this guy answer the door.
Cool.
The hell is he?
Give me a nature check. Or Arcana. Or Arcana, either one.
Gray, do you by chance have nature?
I have +2 to nature, so I can do it.
Take
Can
a
you roll it
peek.
untrained? I know, I
I
do
have a +1 to
nature.
nature. Lame.
I don't.
I got a 10.
I got a dirty 20 to
On
nature.
a dirty 20, that is a jackal were. Which is like, think Anubis. It's basically a human jackal hybrid. It's like
Cool.
yeah.
Why not just call it a werejackal?
Because they're unlike a werewolf, where their default is the normal and they turn into that. A jackal were is a jackal normally who could turn into a human. Like, the human is the side form. The jackal is the default form.
Then why is it intelligent?
Because it's a smart jackal. What do you mean? Why are bear people intelligent? Why are elephant people intelligent? Animals are intelligent in D&D.
I guess. But
Think of it as like same thing. Loxodon is an elephant person. This is a dog-like person that can also turn into a human.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So he'd be like, "Oh, you guys aren't Zan. You guys aren't Zan. What are you doing at our house? Did Zan tell you to come here? Who are you?"
Say, is that the lady's name?
No, her name was Corvala. But you might have overheard that Zan was one of the workers at the bookstore when you were there.
Yeah. Corvala said that we should come and talk to her tonight. We have a special interest that we're going to discuss. And she told us to meet her here.
Let me 1 second. And so he yells. He says, "What is her name? Her name is." Is that Marlisa? Yeah. Like, Marlisa! Marlisa, come in here! And so you guys see a female werejackal.
Why are the ladies so much hotter all the time? Like, she's no Worgen, but she's got a bod.
So Marlisa comes in and goes, What's up, Therum? these guys are saying they're here for Corvala. Corvala's not back from the bookstore yet, but it is closing time, so she should be here soon. Should I let them in? And Marlise is like, I mean, if they know where we live, chances are Corvala did tell them. No one finds us unless they're supposed to. Yeah.
Why
yeah,
does she have business cards then?
She only gives them out to certain people. They are very select.
So here's the thing: is that whether we know her or not, it's just good manners to invite us in for refreshments. You know?
All right. So Marlisa goes back to the kitchen, and then Theron welcomes you in, so you guys can come inside to the living room area.
We're pretty big compared to this table.
This is actually how it's supposed to be, though. So this is the right measurements. Let me show you the kitchen.
So the table's the size of a person. I got it.
Yeah, it's a 5-foot table.
You are not to scale. Remember that, Pixie.
That is true. You are tiny. You are smaller, I mean. So here's the kitchen. You see, let me give you descriptions. When you walk in, the main room, 7 mismatched chairs are scattered around the homely common room. A couple of mugs and plates sit on a small circular table in the center of the space. A tattered and faded rug decorates the wooden floor. And then, the kitchen is a small but clean and organized. A shelf holds a row of pots and pans. On one side of the fireplace, a cutting board and knife rest on a counter. Clean plates and utensils sit on a matching counter on the other side. They are currently, Marlisa and Theron are currently making dinner. Theron is chopping vegetables. Marlisa is just talking and boiling water. Yeah.
Something smells good.
So that's what's going on now. Marlisa would go, yes, we're making cow skin soup.
Why just the skin?
It's a leather soup?
It's all
It is leather soup, yes. It is
Oh, that'd be
100%
terrible.
leather soup.
That would be awful. Why would you make that? Are they just like destitute? Is this place
They are 100% destitute. You look, if you guys like, here, give me a perception check, someone.
I don't want to get a perception check. We don't want to see the poverty.
Even on an 11, you 100% see that there's either like some
Holy
kind of
shit.
jacket.
22 to look around, man.
Yeah. In the pot of boiling water, there's either some kind of jacket or pants, like a leather jacket or leather jeans are like in that pot. And so they're currently just boiling clothes for food.
How are they buying books then?
tragic?
So, yeah, and she'd be like, will you folks, did Corvala invite you to dinner? Will you be staying for dinner, once you finish business discussions?
I wouldn't want to impose, you know, and I kind of been like, oh, what's that? And she looks the other way and I sprinkle fairy dust in it to make it taste better.
Yes, sounds good.
And I'm like, ooh, it looks like you could use a little seasoning there. You might want to taste it.
No, you gotta really let it boil for a while. It softens the leather and gets some of that flavor in the water.
We
and makes a nice little broth.
We prefer cow skin. It just sounds better than leather.
But I think leather sounds better, actually.
You can zhuzh up your leather soup all you want, like.
Leather is actually more premium because it takes a process to do, you know? Cow skin is like, you can find cow skin anywhere.
So yeah,
Don't talk about how leather's made. Like for reals in medieval society.
That's why the pot to piss in.
It's actually like outside of town, the leather maker, and it's almost like a ostracized job because of how bad it smells. It is an awful process.
Yeah, because they used urine to do it too. That's why the phrase I'm so poor I don't have a pot to piss in, because people used to pee in metal pots and then go sell their pee to the tanner.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Used to clean bed sheets as well. And I want to say I'm trying to remember. There's a video, but I think it also involved poo. Like it was not. It's not a fun process.
Mm-hmm.
So while you guys are talking, the door opens. In walks Corvala. And she sees.
I'm a shark. Do 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 do.
She sees Theron, and she'd be like, "Theron, why are you in that form? But the people knock on the door. You're supposed to answer the door in your other form."
It's fine. No one cares.
Theron changes into this not the old man, the brown-haired short guy.
The
Theron would be
dwarf?
like, "What?"
The dwarf?
I mean, it's just a short, bald human.
No.
Humanoid.
No, that's definitely a dwarf. Look at that
Fine,
beard.
then it's a humanoid, so yeah, it could be a dwarf. And so he changes into the dwarf, and he'd be like, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't change on our account. Like, it's fine.
Okay, so he changes back, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, mistress. I thought it was Zan, and so I answered the door, and my guard was down, and I'm so sorry." And Corvala goes up and like smacks him upside the head, and she's like, "You better be sorry." All right, I'm sorry, guess.
Why are you sorry? He is what he is. I mean, look at our companion over here, and we show her foos for jar.
So the bull guy. Yes. They come in all shapes and sizes. Let me just go to my study real quick, and I shall return. So she walks off, and as she opens this door, you do get a peek inside. It appears to be some sort of bedroom. You see 2 beds in there, and another female jackalware is in there in bed.
They're twins.
I used all the same tokens for the male and all the same tokens for the females, yes. And so...
They all came from the same litter?
I wasn't about to find 10 different jackalware tokens.
Why not?
So, then...
How dare you?
What?
Oh, go on. I was just gonna make a dumb joke.
So
We like dumb jokes.
So you see that one. The quote-unquote bedroom is more like a hallway than an actual room. It's a long and crowded space occupied by 6 cots. So they took a hallway and put 6 beds in it.
Oh, someone took Kyle apartment style
The
living.
Kyle way of thinking, yes. And yes, you do see a female jackalware asleep in there. And so... just see here.
We get advantage when we attack things that are sleeping, right?
Okay. So, if you attack them that's sleeping, you would get, I think it's an automatic crit, I believe, on a hit. I'd have to look it up.
It'd be auto crit, and because they're sleeping, they're considered prone.
Oh, so advantage too. So you'd have advantage and auto crit. Okay.
Okay.
So, Corvala comes back out.
Correct.
And Corvala would be like, "Yes, I have cleaned up my study. I was a bit messy. Please follow me." And she'd say to Theron, "Theron, please get Tavani awake and round up the others for after the business talk."
But you're having leather soup.
Yeah, that's what she means. She's like, yes, for dinner. We need to round everybody up for dinner after the talk.
Okay, let's do it.
Let me give you the rest of this hallway.
Hopefully it's not to jump us.
Okay, so while he's doing that, my dumb joke. Great character idea. You're playing a human dwarf, like the short human,
Mm-hmm.
like an in real life dwarf. And it just forever confuses everyone because you're like, I'm a dwarf, and they're like, oh, so you're from the mountains. You're like, no, I'm a human, but I'm a dwarf.
I'm a little person. Yeah. So you guys see this hallway. You do see a doorway. You don't know where it goes. But follow her into the office, everybody.
Come on, you bums. Get in here.
I'll move ya.
Is that a trap door?
Alright.
What'd you say?
Is that a trap door? Bless your face.
I will describe her office. A large wooden desk takes up most of this room. Atop the desk, a quill and a bottle of ink sit next to a leather-bound journal. A pair of swords hang on the wall behind the desk. There's a single bed tucked against the western wall. So I think that's some kind of dresser, Jess, that you're looking at, I believe. Or, no, it could be a trapdoor, actually. I don't know. You would have to... Yes, it might be a trapdoor. So you don't know, though. There is some kind of panel in the ground. Okay. So...
It's their fridge.
So she will say, welcome to my home office. I have invited you into my home. I hope that me trusting you in this fashion will give me some wiggle room and some leniency in you trusting me. Does that make sense?
We'll see how things go.
So...
I don't trust anyone, but don't take it personally.
So... We are a pack of immigrants. Here, I'll tell you what. Can I show you something as a show of faith, right? As a further show of my honesty.
Are you going to turn into a shark person?
Are you going to turn? Yeah.
I would show you my true form if you would not be afraid.
Shark person, shark person, shark person.
So she changes.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
much
where's that?
hotter, not in her other form. Why did she look like a shark?
She can't change the teeth back. She's stuck with like canine teeth. Like
Those were not canine teeth. Those were shark teeth.
I don't think they're supposed to be shark teeth. I think they're supposed to be canine teeth. But yeah. So
much more attractive. I'm like, you
like,
should wear this form all the time.
I don't think the Baldur's Gate people would take kindly to it. But okay.
Or maybe they'd take a lot of kind to it.
We are.
Yeah.
They don't.
What?
Oh, they don't.
We are a pack of Jackalwares. Our original leader, before I became leader, was Nadalia, and she takes out like a painting of Nadalia. I have it here. Nadalia was a Lamia. If you guys don't know what that is, a Lamia is a type of snake person.
Cool.
Also really hot.
Yeah.
So she would say this was our leader, Nadalia. Nadalia died.
No. What happened to her?
Inappropriate question about her shed skin.
Where is what happened to her? Sorry, I lost the spot. Not that. It's not that.
Kitten. Ooh.
We do not know what happened. We found her body, and she had died. We don't know if she died of natural causes or if she was killed. We don't know. We want to either resurrect her or revivify or raise dead. We want to use some kind of spell to bring her back. In order to do that, we need money. So that's why we've been not just selling books like we always did, and not just selling regular books, but yes, as you saw, we have been selling counterfeit books. And so by selling the counterfeit books, we hope to get enough money in order to resurrect Nadalia.
Where have you been getting these counterfeit books?
We've been creating them.
So
have you been making the Ging Whatsums then?
Yes. It was never, our intention that anyone would ever know their true form, because ideally with a Ging Whatsum, the master commands it what form to take, and it should remain in that form forever until the master says otherwise. So if I have a Ging Whatsum and I command it to be a book, it should just stay as that book until I tell it otherwise. That's the case until either the master dies or something causes the spell to lose its tether to the master. So, yes, it should have been just we were selling counterfeit, harmless books. But
then why
I'm
is it
assuming since you're
attacking
here,
people?
Yeah, I was not aware they were attacking people. Yes, are you saying that from wherever you are coming from, the Gingwatsum attacked someone?
Yeah, we came from Candlekeep. 3 books, and they attacked 3 groups of people. I'm gonna say, do we think that something went wrong when you were bespelling them, or...
So, Nidalia was the one who taught me the spell, and those are the first 3 I ever did. So it's possible I could have done something wrong. It's also possible that something about the defenses of Candlekeep caused my tethered them to be separated, and therefore once they entered Candlekeep they became mindless monsters as opposed to under my will.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, I am new to Gingwatsums. Those were the first 3 I ever made. Oh, well, actually, she wouldn't say those were. I assume at this point you've told her which books they were?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'd say, yeah, those were the first 3 I made. So I do not know whether... I just want the money to bring Nidalia back. That was our only goal, and...
Have you made more of these books somewhere? I mean, they're already sold, but we need to at least collect them so they don't hurt anymore. How much more money do you need in order to resurrect her? Who's going to resurrect them?
That is a good point. Let's see. We were going to find a local cleric to cast the spells. We would need... Can't find... 1,000 gold, at least. And so that's the problem.
Ooh, how much money do you have now?
So... We got 250 for each of those books. That put us at 750. But then we ended up losing money on a couple other deals and some costs of transaction. The Baldur's Gate, the police need bribes. They're corrupt here, and so they came by and asked for bribes. So after that, we have 400 gold. We need 600 gold more.
Is there something that this cleric or priest would want instead, like mats or something?
It's actually for the spell, not.
Yeah, it's not the cost. The cleric would do it out of their own goodness because Nidalia was a symbol of the community. Nidalia was liked and loved by quite a few, so they would do it out of the goodness. But they need the money for the spell material cost. But what do you think? Do you plan to turn us into the authorities? Do you plan to fight us? Do you plan to what is your plan?
Here's what I'd like to do is we need your promise to not make any more of these books, and we can help find a way to raise that money. Have you ever thought of like a charity drive? A resurrection drive?
Yes, of course. You can sell letters by the wayside.
What you really need to do is make sure they don't sell any to Candlekeep, because specifically something with Candlekeep that have them go haywire.
Well, that's one possibility, because the other possibility, she did say this were her first 3 Gingwatsum, so it could have been something about her spell, but most likely it would be Candlekeep. It's like 75% most likely Candlekeep, 25% it could have been her. Yeah.
So just don't sell them to Candlekeep, and if we get another report, then we'll come in and...
Well, she would say, I did not sell them to Candlekeep, I sold them to people, and then people traded them to Candlekeep. It was those people who did the trading, I just did the selling.
Yeah, because people need books in order to get in. That makes sense.
Yeah. I guess I could create Gingwatsums and tell them, whatever you do not let this go to Candlekeep. And if you sell it or resell it or trade it or give it away, make sure that other person, like, maybe I need to print on it somewhere, like, a sticker that says, do not let book into Candlekeep. Like, maybe...
It worked the best.
I think
that way you still make money and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is the way to go, guys. I think
it is.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
These things are pretty spiffy. I mean, like, have you actually considered outside of book value? Because they seem to be somewhat powerful magic creatures.
I could not sell the Ging Whatsums themselves because they only listen to their master. And the amount they understand, you can't, like, transfer ownership. I can't be like, I'm your master, but listen to this person. It doesn't work that way. They only listen to commands specifically issued by myself.
Disappointing.
It'd be fine.
How to say, I really
Just
think
don't
that
bring
we
them
should
again.
do, like, a charity drive to get her resurrected, and with the promise
I
that...
don't think you know what this place is like.
I was just going to say, I appreciate your optimism, fairy girl, but
Excuse
if you
you?
look around... Sorry, I don't know your name. I was Corvala, I didn't get your name. What is your name?
My name is
Fairy girl.
Nightshade,
Okay, Nightshade.
and I am a warrior, as you can tell.
Okay. I didn't say you weren't. I was describing you by your species because I
Fairy
don't know your name.
girl, I am a woman.
You are a female and you are a fairy. I apologize. I did not mean to offend you.
Fairy girl.
Female fairy, I guess I could have said. If you look around, everybody here is destitute. No one has that extra 2 cents to chip in. We might get a copper here, a copper there, nothing near what we would need. Everybody's fixing their own roofs and feeding their own mouths. And the people inside wouldn't give a piece of 2 shits about us out here in Blackgate. So, charity and donations, it's good enough that we have a spellcaster who's willing to work with us, but getting actual donations is not going to be an option.
So what's your solution?
I think what they just said, continuing to sell the fake books
Because
and making money.
anytime it reacts with magic, there's a chance that someone could get hurt. What would you do if they killed somebody?
It's specifically Candlekeep,
You assume.
not magic in general.
You assume.
You know, I've always said you gotta crack a few eggs to make a cake. Like, I think it's acceptable what they're trying to do. And
Free the omelet.
they are very much right. I've been to Baldur's Gate before, and it's not easy to get gold in law-abiding ways here.
I'm gonna say I don't know why I came with you guys. Where's Orsina and Zug Zug? They would have backed me up on this. This is not the right way.
Can someone here
I'm
please give me...
agreeing with you.
Can someone here...
You're way too righteous for this world.
Actually,
Get
I'm
out.
like, I think I know Orsino a little bit, that she might be okay with it. Or they might,
Orsino's he.
or he might be okay with it.
Can one of you, multiple of you, give me an Arcana check, or even History?
Let's see.
12.
So, okay, 5th edition. Can you roll things without actually being proficient with it?
Yeah.
If the DM says you can,
Okay.
yeah.
Like, good. Arcana.
Yeah. There's not even a rule that says you have to. That's more of a DM rule.
I typically will, if it's like an Arcana thing, I will typically only ask spellcasters, but like for a general magic knowledge, like that you can just read in a book, it's fine. Yeah, Pan, you don't know what magic is. You're like, magic is real? Wait, what? Magic is a thing? What? It's you're like,
I cast fucking spells, bro.
No, you're just like, I use my hands. What's magic? So, I don't. As Pan, I don't think you do have spells. I think Pan, you just punch and kick things, right?
The
No,
power
didn't
of
she,
her
like, multi-class into
soul.
I don't think so. Pan is
Remember her
pure
talking
monk,
about it.
right? She was maybe gonna go.
No,
No, she's just
Pan
level
is multi-class.
Oh, you are a cleric, but that's not arcane magic. That's religious, like holy magic. It's slightly different.
Wait,
So-
there's magic that doesn't come from Satan?
Yeah,
You're right.
there's magic that doesn't come from God. Yeah, that's what you should have said. Yeah.
No, I know what I
okay.
said.
No, I mean for Pan. Okay, so yes, on your 12, Nightshade, and on your 10 Nightshade, both.
Oh, we can roll for both?
I didn't want you to, so I'll take her 12. And so, because she rolled that one first, I will disregard her history, which was second. But on that roll, you do remember, you do know, from what you were told about Ging Whatsums, that they draw on the energy of their master. Which you believe that the reason that they had attacked was because they were not around their master to suck energy from. Now, whether it was the berries of Candlekeep that stopped that sucking, or it was distance that stopped that sucking, you do not know. But a Ging Whatsum does need energy. So, presumably that's why it attacked Nax, because it was hungry. That's also why it was feeding off Zug Zug. So, that's what I'll tell you on that.
Does she know that?
You should ask.
Okay. I'm like, do you know how this works? How they draw their energy and what they need to survive?
As far as I know, from what Nadalia taught me, I just create them, and they have to follow my orders. So the initial arcana I put into them is all they use, as far as I know.
No, actually, they create like a tether to you, and they suck your energy out. The more you make, the less energy you'll have, the less life energy you have, the more tired you'd be. There's a chance that if you make enough of them, you could hurt yourself very badly. Also, when either due to distance or the magical barrier of the library stopped that from happening, that's why they went haywire and started sucking the lives out of people.
Oh my. I certainly didn't want that. But I mean, what was it said? When I have this goal in mind, and I feel like I have to do everything in my power to be sure it gets completed. We need Nadalia back. What do you suggest I do instead? What'd you say, Pam? Gray?
I was gonna ask. So Nadalia taught you how to make the Wabajaks or whatever they're called. Yeah.
King Whatsums, yes. Yes, Nadalia showed me
Yes.
Nadalia showed me the ritual for that. Yes.
Did she
How
make
many
them
did
all?
Natalia make?
I don't know. As far as I know, she only made a couple to serve around the house. We have a couple still in our possession in, like, the basement or in the attic, or that help do dishes and stuff like that. We have a couple here in the manor. Not the manor, sorry, here in the house.
Well, so
as
they
far as
still work.
Yeah, oh, good point.
And I say because they would only still work
Yeah.
if their master was alive.
No. In teaching me how to do it, she had, that's actually a good point. So maybe Corvala had done those ones. One second, that might be a Kyle mistake. Yeah, Corvala must have. So I will retcon that and say, that would be it. When Nadalia passed, the ones that we kept around the house doing that passed with her. I then created a couple new ones to do the housework, like kind of re-establishing those ones that we still have here, and then I sold the 3. So I guess all told, I have done 5. 2 for here and 3 to sell.
Do you think that you could create kind of a service industry with your Watsums, and they could do all the disgusting jobs that people don't want, and they'd be willing to pay you for it? You control them by telling them what to do, and you don't physically have to do the work yourself. You just have to tell them, clean out the privy or whatever, and people will pay you to do the really dirty jobs.
That is a really good idea, because I can create King Watsums because King Watsums can go item and creature and orb. So in item form, they could be carried around by us of the pack, and then brought to their destination. Then they could turn into a creature, do the job, and then go, yes! We will make enough money, and we'll bring Nadalia back. That's it.
There you go. And then afterwards, no more creating books, right?
We could still create the books to read them or whatever, because the good thing about a Game Watsum is it replicates it exactly. So if I don't have a book and I want knowledge, I can just...
No more selling them, and...
Yes! No more selling Game Watsums, but we will rent them out to do services.
That's perfect.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, for this, you have the Amber Dune Pact's friendship, and you have gained our support. If you come back to Baldur's Gate in the future, let us know, and if we indeed resurrect Nadalia, I hope you meet her someday.
I would love to. And then I whisper to her, your natural form is so much better.
And she would say, oh, I agree very much. I just don't present myself that way when I go in public because of people's superstitions and fears.
Well,
Exactly.
we'll have to invite you back to our castle sometime, and you guys can feel free to while out.
Yeah. Oh, that would be wonderful. Wonderful.
Also, way to flex that we have a castle. Jeez.
Did you just tell to a commoner who's eating leather soup that
Yeah.
we have a castle?
I assume
I
you don't have I assume you don't have a literal castle. I assume that was a joke. Yes.
No.
No. We
No,
actually took it over from an evil,
We killed the sheep and we got at the castle.
Her jaw drops and
She
she's
wasn't
like,
even evil. It's a big fancy magic tower. I guess it's not really a castle
do
technically.
you folks just have 600 gold on you?
No.
If you guys are rich and have a castle, could you just give me 600 gold for?
We didn't say we were rich.
You have a castle. I can go resurrect Nadalia right now.
No,
I mean,
here's the thing:
I'll swear.
Hey, let me finish talking. No, let me finish talking. Let me finish talking.
I was talking first, Nightshade.
No, you were not.
Corvallo was talking first. I will do your getting what's some idea for our further income, but if you have the means to help me right now, that would be so amazing.
That's why I'm telling you, we don't have those means. We got this castle because we took it from an evil wizard.
Nightshade,
That's a good point. Add up how much wealth the four of you have to see if that's a deception check.
No, but to her knowledge, she does not have that much money.
That's
so
not the point, though.
It's not deception.
No, because if you have 100 and something each, and there's 6 of you, that is 600 gold.
I was about to say, like, between the 6 of us, we definitely have that much money that we could give them that. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
So that is a deception. Unless you want to explain that and say, oh no, individually we might add it up, but that would be our whole money. Like if you want to explain it, that's fine. But if you're
that's what I said. I said we don't have that. We're not rich because we're not.
Which is true, yes.
And
the part where you said
gold is a lot in
D&D terms, yes, it is. That's a good point.
We're kind of rich. Like,
Yeah. We are rich.
I don't consider myself rich.
No, and Jess, that's why I said I won't hold that part against you, because that part is subjective. You might not consider yourself rich, but the part where you say we don't have that, you physically do. So
we don't have the money to give you without being destitute ourselves.
Yes. Well, what about this then? If you give me your 600, now that would make you temporarily poor, although we're always poor, so you would just be lowered down to our level temporarily. But once we bring Nadalia back and we unveil this new Ging Whatsome business, we'll be raking in the money. You guys come back to Baldur's Gate and we'll give you back your 600.
Or
you can do a 600 loan.
Or you could establish your business and build it up and really feel accomplished when you get that money to get
build up
her
the business, but I would like Nadalia to help with the business. If
well,
Nadalia was here,
you need to prove yourself that you're worthy as a leader without Nadalia.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I give an advantage to the other person because I'm like on their side?
How dare you?
Hypothetically, you could roll. You can roll your. What would that be? Anti-persuasion.
Persuasion against.
Yeah, you can also roll persuasion. Lance.
12.
And then I will use
23.
Can I?
23.
I was gonna ask, can I give the help action to Jess?
To Jess, yes. Okay, so that means
Jess.
I have a +0 to persuasion. I'd have to get it. Even with like a nat 20, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No. Lance's isn't what you're fighting against. Lance's success gives Corvala advantage. That's all that does. So now Corvala will have advantage on yours, which then you had advantage because of Pan. So you have a 15. Now let me roll insight on Corvala. Let me roll insight as Corvala with advantage because of Lance.
23.
We got a nat 20. So she's gonna be like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have the money. So you're telling me that if you do 100 gold or 150 gold each or 100 gold each or whatever, and you let me borrow it, and then I pay you back with interest, you would make a profit, and it would just mean you being temporarily poorer, and then I would give you your money back plus interest. You're telling me that's not amenable to you?
how would we know we'd get interest back? How would we know you'd pay us back at all?
You name your fee. How much would you want to give me 600 gold right now? How much would you want upon return?
I mean, I don't really care about money.
10,000 gold.
I'm just calling out her hypocrisy because she was like, "Yeah, let's do a charity drive." And
Because
in her mind, she doesn't have that money.
You do have that money.
You have a
I
portion
do
of
not
that.
singly have that money.
Yes, not singly, a portion. So she asked the question: how much interest would you want to give her 600 gold right now, and then she give it back to you plus interest? What would the fee be? The vig.
And say, I don't know why we have to do this. I don't want to give her my money.
Oh, you don't have to. We're just rolling persuasion checks.
No,
and stuff, and so she's trying to...
you're pretty much forcing the issue.
Well, no, because your answer could be like 1,000, and then she'd have to say, "Oh, well, we don't have
Yeah.
that. Okay, bye." You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it was just a question, and you got angry at her asking you a question.
No, it's called.
Yeah.
I gave her a good solution, and she just wants the easy way out.
No, she's still gonna do your solution. It's just she wants her friend back sooner. I don't think that's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, like just imagine. Okay, like Kyle died, and like in our world, you can like bring him back to life, or he's in the hospital and he needs like $1,000 to get better, and you're like talking to some people, and they're like, oh, maybe you could do like a bake sale or something, and they seem like well off, and you're like, wait. Do you have $1,000 that you could just give me? And
I would not have the gall to be like, give me all your money, bitch.
How about that sale?
It's a loan. It's a loan.
With no guarantee of it actually coming.
Well, here's the thing: if there's no guarantee of it coming through, and you're saying, well, you can do it yourself, and then you're basically saying, well, there's no guarantee that what you'll do.
If you're so
work.
proud of your,
I feel like they would work harder for the money.
Period.
Oh my God, Nightshade is a Republican who thinks people should pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
I know.
Also, like this is Pam.
Welfare.
Hey, don't bring in politics into
I'm
this.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's not our problem. It's none of our business. It's her issue. Why is she making it our issue? Why do we have to give her money?
There's no making or forcing. She was asking. She's like,
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm saying.
Well, it seems like she was very insistent over and over again.
No. The reason it was over and over again is because half the people said yes and half the people said no. So as a result, she was going to persuasion to try to persuade the half the people that said no.
She never went into persuasion for me.
Well, I was going to.
You didn't give a chance. You just kept saying
you're
no.
like, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Because I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't going to make it on a dice roll. Because if I got a nat 20, you would be so angry that you had to give up your 120 gold. So I wouldn't do that to you. So she goes, okay, fine. I can see that some people would help, but other people are holdouts. We don't have to make an agreement.
Asshole.
I won't take out
107 gold to her.
Oh, thank you. What is your name? What is your name?
Lance.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Lance. When we get money, I will pay you 150 gold. You will make a profit upon your goodness. Thank you so much, Lance.
I guess I'll at least give them the 20 gold for that Fistandia book, because I do feel kind of, I feel their struggle.
Okay. And so you give her the 20. Do you say it's for the Fistandia book?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Whenever you get that refurbished.
Yes. Oh, sure. Yes, we will have. I will mail it to you. Where do you stay? I will mail it to you.
Whatever our tower address.
Candlekeep. Oh, you want it at the tower or Candlekeep?
Oh, he doesn't want to bring it to
Go
you.
to Candlekeep. If it's a Dean Watson, that'll be funny.
You did stab it, and it did not turn into a Game Watson, so it probably was real. So I will send it to Candlekeep with your name. What is your name, sir?
It's Broder Quink. I'm a secretary at Candlekeep.
She writes that down. She's like, yes, we will refurbish that and send it right to you. Thank you for the 20 gold. She's like, 127 gold closer to our 1,000 gold goal. Thank you, fine.
Pam's gonna give her $80 gold.
Gosh, is this a gift? Or, you know what? No, it doesn't matter. You will get 100 gold back. You will get 100 gold back once we make our money with this Game Watson plan. Thank you.
So I'm just really frustrated because I came up with a really good idea and then it just became someone pressuring me into giving them money.
Nightshade, would it be in your character to donate or would it not? That's the question.
Yeah.
No.
Lance is giving you the stink eye.
And that's fine. 100%. Okay.
Just remember, you can always say no to peer pressure.
Now, here's a further question. Zug, and Fusfajar would also be like, I don't think Fusfajar has any money. I think he'd be like, he has 5 gold or something. Let's see what Fusfajar has.
So here, you can't make a decision for somebody who's not here to give their gold away.
Yeah. Not donating makes you a horrible person.
No, we're just kidding. It's okay. So Fusfajar is like, I'll give you 5 coins. 5 is all I have. And so he hands over 5 gold, which is half of his life savings. And he only has 10 gold to his name, and he hands over 5 of it.
What do you think he's like, paid as well, or no?
He hasn't been going on the adventures with you guys, so no. It's only if he goes on the adventures. So like he'll get paid for this one, but he won't get paid for ones he doesn't go on. So since Fusajar is like a substitute anyway, yeah. Since Zug Zug and Orsino aren't here, they can't donate, obviously. But if you know anybody else who needs our services or wants to donate to our cause, please let them know. But thank you.
So I don't know. My
guys...
charity drive idea was shot down, so I think you're gonna have to work
having a
for
charity
it.
drive right now.
This is the charity drive.
No?
I meant that poor people wouldn't donate. But if you know rich people who will donate, that would be much appreciated, Nightshade. It's just the people in Baldur's Gate wouldn't donate because they're shitty. Why'd you give her the... Are you giving Kyle the middle finger or her the middle finger?
Kyle,
Both.
Because Kyle is just playing her character, and that's ridiculous.
you're
None
ridiculous.
of my characters would ever personally get angry at just the DM, okay? So... she'll be like, are you going to stay for dinner, or should I see you out?
Did she do that on camera, or did I miss something?
He 100% gave me the middle finger on camera. So... so yeah, do you guys want to stay for dinner, or is she walking you out?
No, I think that I'll be on my way.
Okay.
Don't mind her, she gets really busy.
Okay, so you guys walk
She
out.
blows pixie dust to your face so you sneeze for the next half hour.
Roll for
On
it.
Lance. Okay, so you guys get on your mounts, and you guys ride back to Candlekeep. You go in, we'll talk to Sprig. So we find, where is Sprig?
Jesus, we have an animal farm.
Yep. Alright, here is
Just
Sprig.
starting, baby.
So you go find Sprig, and he's like, what did you guys find out while you were gone?
We found out that they were made by accident, and we came up with another solution, and the people who made them said that they would never make them to give away anymore, and would only use them as their purpose for help for their family.
Actually, let's go over to the and then let's actually go to the library scene, because a couple of the characters are going to be useful there too. So we'll go over to the library area. Because Sprig is like, oh wow, let me go get Yularian and Valor, which were these two. These are the people who had donated the books, Lance. It was him and her. So they're the people who bought the books from Amberdoon without knowing they were bad. And they would both be like, oh my gosh. Yes, if you need us in the future, we could also be useful allies. Just find us around the Candlekeep. We are employees here. So you've made those two as allies. Sprig.
Since when are they employees?
What do you mean?
Since when are they employees?
Since now.
Since now.
Okay.
No, they aren't. I shouldn't have said employees. They're like, we're at the Candlekeep quite often. We visit here quite often, so maybe we'll see you around, is what I should have said. Thank you. But Sprig comes back after you talk with Yularian and Valor, and Sprig hands you guys a helm of comprehend languages and says, here is your reward for helping out. That's what you guys go up to level 2. So everybody's level 2.
You mean level 3?
Level 3, thank you. Yes, level 3, thank you. You guys get level 3, and you get a helm of comprehend languages.
Oh wow. Okay then. I'm all good with that.
Not all of you get the helm. Like, you get one helm that you have to decide who gets it. But yes.
Yeah. What does it? I mean, I'm assuming it just lets you read every language. Yes.
Read and hear every language, I believe. Yes.
Essentially.
Yeah.
You can use an action to cast a comprehend language spell from it at will.
Mm-hmm.
Understand any language you can hear. You can understand any written language you can see.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now that we're at Candlekeep, basically Rich Town, I'm gonna ask if any of them have like donations for them and explain what happened.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Who are you going to specifically here?
Probably our advisor person.
Okay, Sprig.
Yeah, because since he's the one we we would. Words are very hard. We would know the most.
He might actually be able to do a cool bake sale.
Big sale.
Let's see. So Sprig would be. So Sprig, you go up to Sprig, and what do you say?
I would explain like the plight of what happened and like with the books, and saying how investing in them now would probably ensure that they don't have to go back and send out books again.
They already promised they would not.
But in a way, are we not? If we give them money from Candlekeep, are we not rewarding their criminality? Are we not? I guess we'd be paying them to not be criminals. Is that the gist?
Essentially,
Right?
yes.
It would actually be giving someone who's poor and trying to do a thing the chance to not have to steal or do something bad to enrich their lives, to make them good, upstanding citizens again, the way that they'd like to be.
Was Sprig the one with the cookies and the recipes? Sprig. Hey, Sprig is the one with the cookies and the recipes. So Sprig would be like, a bake sale. I have many recipes that I'm an expert in that are only known to Candlekeep. Ancient recipes from forgotten civilizations that no one has tasted in eons. We could cook that up and sell it at a high price to visitors, and then donate that high price. And you know what? Not just for this Nadalia's resurrection, but what about other people who need resurrection, but their people can't afford it? We could just start a Candlekeep-based resurrection, life after death charity. Oh my gosh. Sprig is like mind blown. He's like, yes.
Unless people would go to crime to get the money.
Yeah. I will talk to the great readers about this. Broder, if you wouldn't mind bringing it up to your boss, Bookworm, the first reader, I will talk to some of the other readers, and we shall discuss. But yeah, this sounds like it would work. Thank you, Lance and Nightshade. This is a good idea. Obviously, Nightshade had the original idea of the charity, but Lance was the one who said we should do it at Candlekeep specifically, so that's why you both get thanks. Because I can see Nightshade has a look on her face. And so...
I mean, Lance was going alone to do it, but sure.
It's fine. People
Okay.
could steal my ideas and then disrupt them, saying, no, that's a bad idea. Let's just let them continue doing bad things. And then when she gives them a plan to get themselves out of the hole, then be extorted for money. That's fine.
Yes, it was a bad idea in in Baldur's Gate. That's where it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And that's why Lance's modification of it, hey, let's change Jess's idea slightly to be Candlekeep based, is a valid addition.
I didn't say where it was. I just said in general.
But Amberdoon can't get out of there. Amberdoon only operates out of Baldur's Gate. That's the only area they can do it.
Yeah.
So if you were to give a city an alignment, Baldur's Gate is like neutral at best. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably more on the evil line.
Yes, 100%. Hell, the portal to hell is in Baldur's Gate. You know what I mean?
I think that was more of Jess not understanding the region than anything else.
No, that's fair, 100%.
Yeah. Nothing against you, Jess.
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Charitable people. What?
I don't know anything about the area.
Yeah.
Yep,
Baldur's Gate is shitty people. That's the general gist. Almost like Gotham. Like how Gotham is basically only shitty people except for Bruce Wayne.
That's actually a weirdly good comparison.
He's a really good person. He takes in orphans as sidekicks, and he spends his life fighting crime, and he donates money to charities. Yeah, he's a good person.
Does he donate money to charity, actually?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So the Wayne Foundation is his own charity that he takes something like 50% of the money that Wayne Industries gets, and it goes into Wayne Foundation. Then Wayne Foundation also takes in money, and it goes to the Gotham orphanages, and it goes to poor people, and yeah. So 100%.
I'd argue the bringing in people to die thing.
No, that's the thing. Batman, Bruce Wayne does not. Oh, you mean as far as the orphans go? He doesn't. He typically brings them in as orphans, and then they sneak around his house and find out he's Batman. So he originally just takes them in to be his son or daughter, and then it's only eventually they turn into Batman. They only turn into Robin or Batgirl. But
you get what I meant there. Like,
yeah.
hey,
superheroes are allowed to have families too. But I will say, the thing about Batman is he doesn't kill people. He specifically doesn't use guns, and he doesn't kill people. Now, if you do a gritty version of Batman, that's dumb. Okay, so back to the point. Yes. So that was that. Everybody should level their character up if you haven't. So everybody gets a long rest. Well, I gotta turn the light on in here. It's really dark. 1 second.
Ugh, that's a really bad roll.
Certain angle, I should say.
Sad rolls.
Wait, so is this a long rest or short rest?
Long rest. I'm assuming.
Character. Guys, I have magic now.
Me too.
I have an extra D4 on all my damage.
Ooh.
Can I get a lance? I think is what I want.
You get a what?
I would like a lance, probably.
If you go to the smithy, maybe they can make you one. Yeah. You would have.
But
to
you
go
said
talk to
I could
Carol.
literally just ask and they would give it to me.
Well, exactly. You still have to go to the store. So yeah. By the way, Dalton, you missed some of the people. So this is the guy who runs the blacksmith and stable. His name is Carol.
His name is Carol.
This is who runs the tavern, the Hearth. His name is Little One. He is an ogre with an intelligence boost on his head. And then the other ones were Fembris, who runs the inn, the House of Rest. And then the last one they met last week was Feldmar, who runs the tailors and the general store.
Why does he have a squid on his neck?
It is a fancy scarf with tentacles.
Sure it is.
He has a squid on his neck.
So, alrighty. So, yes, you guys can stay and get some sleep. You can go to the inn, the smith, and he will say, a lance, eh? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Let me look in stock here. And gold.
No, I want a javelin, not a lance.
Ah.
Actually, hold on a second. What is my...
Excuse me.
Actually, no, I'm fine. I have a hand axe.
Yeah, javelin, 5 gold. You want the hand axe? Okay.
I mean, they're same damage.
Alrighty. So the next day, you guys are coming out of the House of Rest after a long rest, and a raven flies down. And the raven, which I have a picture of.
I'm bonding to 2 of my weapons, by the way.
Tuning or whatever?
No, I'm bonding.
What does that mean?
It's a ability I have. So
okay, cool.
I can summon it with the bonus action if I want. So I'm going to do it to my flail and to my hand axe.
Okay. So this raven swoops down, and it is carrying a book. And it crows, and it'd be like, caw, caw! And then it puts the book, it's right in front of you. It's literally lands right in front of your group as you come out of the tavern. And it puts the book down at your feet, and it goes to fly away. Do any of you respond or do anything, or do you let the raven fly away?
It's just doing its
Stab
job.
it. No.
Stab it to it.
I would go get the book.
Alright, so the raven flies away.
I was gonna say I could kind of speak with animals, but it's okay.
Oh, you can, though, if you want.
I don't know if it wouldn't know anything. I don't know about that.
I don't know. You could try it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, I won't. It's okay.
Just so you see it again. It is a weird raven that's like glowing and shit, but yeah, it does. It flies away then if you're not gonna do anything.
Who has the helm?
Yeah, does anybody want to wear it specifically, or is it just going into the bag of holding?
I just put it in the party loot for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if someone wants it or not. it's super useful. Someone should be using it, basically. So I don't.
I mean, right now, like anyone can use it because it's like we're not strapped for attunement slots. It's later when it's like, okay, who wants this specific item?
Yeah. Do we just want to leave it in party loot then, and basically? Just
Yeah, we can take it out whenever we need it. You know.
Does it require attunement to use?
Oh, that's actually a good question.
Because that'd be the problem is you don't want to spend an hour when you need a translator. Like, oh, just wait a second, sir, we need an hour.
By the way,
it does not require attunement. However,
yeah.
Unfortunately, casting comprehend languages takes now.
Oh, okay, so therefore...
Wait, are you sure it doesn't last an hour?
Duration is 1 hour. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm reading the wrong.
casting time is probably one action.
Guys, reading is hard, okay? It requires, like, stuff. Like,
so there you go. Leave it in there, and when you need to speak a different language, you can pull it out of the bag. Yeah, that's fair. So the Ravens flies off, and you guys are left with a, book. It's a thin book. Its cover is completely blank. It bears no title, inside or out. Its covers are cracked, unvarnished, thin sheets of black oak, covered with bird scratches and little indentations made by pecking beaks. Bound with black wire between those covers are 33 pages that have yellowed with age and wrinkled from moisture. Each page bears tiny, blotchy brown script written in an unsteady hand by an unidentified author.
Okay.
So it's a Kenku book.
Well, I mean, you did just see a raven, so it's a raven book.
Can you read the language?
It is written in common.
Okay, who's gonna read it? Not it.
Sorry, I'm picking spells right now.
So, it appears to be a first-hand book, i.e. it's like, I did this, I did that. So it appears to be about an anonymous author who, after
Candlekeep doesn't allow self-authored books unless they're famous. We've talked about this.
Yes. So the author is, after falling off her horse and breaking her leg, was rescued and befriended by Vistani travelers. Vistani are the D&D version of...
Gypsies.
Gypsies, yes. I have a picture here of examples of Vistani. So broke her leg and was rescued and befriended by Vistani, who graciously nursed her back to health. The author and her horse traveled with the Vistani for 3 months, during which the author spent most of her time laid up in a Vistani-covered wagon, where she took to writing this book to pass the time. Although a dozen Vistani are colorfully described in the tome, only 2 are mentioned by name. Drasha, a teenage girl who applied bandages and poultices to the author's wounded leg, and Darzin, a one-armed boy with a terrible fear of wolves who sang beautiful songs to help the author take her mind off the pain. The book provides a detailed account of the Vistani way of life, with emphasis on their food and music. Their overland journey is also discussed, albeit from the viewpoint of one who spent most of it inside a covered wagon. The author describes rough roads, days of travel through impenetrable mist and thick forest, crackling fires on cold nights, wolves howling in the dead of night, and ravens pecking at the roof of the wagon in the wee hours of the morning. Late in the book, the author writes of being able to hobble about on crutches. She describes the cheery mood of her benefactors as the Vistani caravan traveled a winding mountain road to the gates of a tall, dark castle. The book ends with the description of the castle's dreadful countenance. The writing abruptly stops on the third to last page, suggesting that the book was snatched from the author mid-sentence. The last 2 pages are blank.
I feel like we have someone to rescue, don't you think?
What if they just needed to go to the bathroom really bad, and they just left the book not finished?
There is evidence that it was snatched.
Oh. But where would we even know where to start to look for them?
Well, it described the journey of the wagon, where it went, and the approach to the shadowy castle. So,
2 things.
Oh, yes.
One, can I have who's holding the book? Who picked it up from the Raven?
I guess Lance.
So
Yeah,
is Lance the one who did
not
it?
Me.
Lance doesn't have much to do.
Okay. So, Lance, please give me an investigation, please. You find hidden in the spine of the book, when you unfold a piece of paper, it appears to be a map, which I will flash up.
Flasher!
Also, if anybody wants to do a history check on the book itself or on the Vistani, they can. Anyone can do that. Let me show you the map. I have a handout.
Evil
It appears to be
beware.
like a treasure map of some kind or some kind of map.
Evil beware, this way. The hand. A horn. Which way? Woodbridge. Three Tree Hill. Follow the trail to the hand by the horn, past Three Tree Hill, over River Worn, to the Worm's Mark in the foggy moor. West of there, the treasure's yours. Wow.
On Pan, on that history, you would know that Vistani are planar travelers, often encountered in Shadowfell. They seem to be immune to the despair that exists in Shadowfell. They travel in horse-drawn, barrel-shaped wagons. They have no permanent home. Vistani display their wealth openly as a sign of prosperity. They resolve disagreements through contests. The Vistani have the power to travel through the dimensions from Shadowfell, through the different domains of Shadowfell. And also the Vistani believe ravens carry the lost souls of the dead within them. As far as Nightshade, your thing about, we have someone to rescue, please give me a... let's go with Insight.
12.
This book is at least 100 years old. The events foretold in it, or not foretold, the events told within it are at least 100 years ago. So it's not like this just happened. But you do have a mysterious book, and you do have a mysterious map.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard treasure. That I stopped listening after treasure.
Nice.
I did my charitable act for the week. Let's go get treasure.
You gonna give that away too?
What Jess say? I couldn't hear her.
What'd you say, Jess? Oh, she said, are you going to give that away, too? Do you guys want to... Are you going to ask anybody at Candlekeep? Or, like, because the first point on the map is which way. But you actually don't know how to get to which way. You know what I mean?
Oh, we
To the
assumed there was
advisor.
a map. The map to Witch's Way.
Well, yeah, but you don't know where this map is in Faerun. You know what I mean? You have to find which way in order to follow the rest of the map.
To the map room!
Are the people that we're looking for, are they common in the world, or are they like, how do I say this?
The
Basically,
Vistani...
is it like, are they like a minority group?
The Vistani are 100% a minority group to the point where they are super rare here, but they are pretty common in Shadowfell. But Shadowfell is basically a parallel universe, darker version of our universe. So the material plane is the middle, Shadowfell is one negative, and the Feywild is one positive. So you have
So
like
hell.
a bright... What?
So it's
No, it's not hell. Because it's not all evil. It is just a... It's almost like if there's a... Our world is the middle one. Shadowfell is a black and white version of it. And then Feywild is a super colorful, bright and shiny version of it. So like medium magic, high magic...
Ah,
dark magic, like,
Feywild.
like,
How I
arrange
miss
them.
it.
So Feywild is the bright shiny one. Material plane where we are is regular. Shadowfell is the black and white version. And so the Vistani are pretty common. That they originally come from Shadowfell. So occasionally you might see them here, but they are in Shadowfell. So you guys want to find your advisor? Your advisor for this one is going to be Orin, which makes sense because she's a history person.
Cool.
This was Orin again. Wait, actually, who picked Orin? Because I want to make sure they're here if they picked them. Do you know who picked Orin? Was it Gray? Did Gray pick Orin?
Do we pick a... Wait, what do you mean pick Orin?
When we voted. We voted on, like, who we wanted our advisors to be. Because there were, like, 8 of them, and we said... There were a couple that we were like...
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
We just outvoted them. But, okay. So,
I don't think we hated them. It was just... They were meh.
Yeah. So I ended up using them. You'll still see them. For example, Fembris was one of the ones you didn't want, but he ended up being... I put him in charge of the House of Rest instead. So he's still, like, a character here. He's just not an advisor. Okay. So Orin would be like, hello... Broder, Fusfajar. Yeah, sure. Broder, Fusfajar! I was told to help you on whatever your next issue is. What can I assist with, my darlings? She greeted them first because she knows them the best, but obviously she also says hi to the rest of you. She's like, and hello to the rest of you as well.
Do you know where this place is? And he'll show the map.
Okay, and then what were you gonna say, brother?
Well, Orin, we found this book here with a map and some kind of hints and stuff. We just need to know a little bit about it.
And then, upon Lance's saying it, which way? Let me consult my book. And so she pulls that book out of her pocket, and it's like an atlas, and it just has like, the book is titled like, The World and the History of Regions. And so she like looks it up and she goes to the index and she's looking up which way, and she's like, okay, if you go here, here, and there, if you go here and there, and you do this and you do that, it looks like which way was a town years ago, and it's been abandoned because it was attacked by monsters. But there are ruins that still exist. So as such, I will, I'll give you directions. You want to leave here down the one-way road, the Way of the Lion. You're going to go down that, then you're going to take a left, and then a right, and then a straight, and, she like gives you directions. Oh, wait, what, can I see the book? Can I see the book you got this treasure map out of?
I'm going to look towards everyone else, like, do we let her?
Guys?
And everyone.
I'm thinking. And Gray's gone.
Okay, so Broder, is Orin okay to see the book?
How much? I don't know. Let me roll insight.
Okay. You already showed her the map. The map was the secret part.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, if we already showed her the map, then yeah, I guess.
I didn't think about that. I just thought, like,
here's this map. Where is it? She would be like, this book used to be we used to have this book 200 years or so ago. Oh, Gray, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So they gave the book to Orin, and Orin would be like, this is the Book of the Raven. We had this book about 200 years ago in our collection. A man named Anil Zesperedes brought it, and it was this mysterious book. He wasn't the author, but he donated the book, and we had it in our collection for a long time, and then it just went missing one day, and we didn't know where it went. How did you come upon it?
A raven.
Oh, it is the Book of the Raven. That makes sense. Okay. Did you talk to the Raven or find anything? Was the Raven weird or odd or anything like that?
It looked strange. But we didn't talk to it because no one thought it was a good idea.
Okay. Future reference, if you see weird things, maybe try talking to it in the future, because you never know. You might be able to get information free instead of the long way, but...
I mean, it could also try to kill us, so...
That's true. Okay, fair point. Okay, yes, yeah, if you find out anything else about the Book of the Raven or about Anil Zasparedes, let me know, but good luck on finding which way.
I mean, you showed us which way. It's finding the rest of it.
Yes, exactly. Yes, good luck on your travels. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you guys get on your mounts and you travel towards which way, which I have a map for that.
I love that name. Which way? This way.
It's this way, yes. Or the other one is like werewolf, werewolf. So.
No.
So you guys get here. And as you can see, it's like a set of caravans, and everything's abandoned. On the outskirts of the caravans, there are abandoned buildings as well. But you do see people here around like a campfire. And they look like this.
Cool.
Tarot card?
Yeah. They knew we were coming! Run!
So yes, you find which way. And it says, let's see. So yeah, monsters attacks forced the residents of Witchway to abandon the hamlet years ago. All that remains are broken down wagons, surrounded by rotted fences, dilapidated, fog-shrouded farmsteads, and the farms are overrun by wild pigs. And yes, you see this man and this woman by the campfire.
Is she actually holding up a tarot card or no?
No, that was just the picture. She does look like that, but she doesn't have a card up.
Okay.
I would go over and be like, greetings, fellow travelers. Do you mind if we sit down and chat for a while? Maybe share your fire?
They're gonna roll insight on you.
Okay. I don't
Alright,
know what they're
they trust-
insighting.
They trust you. They trust you. And they're like, yes, come, travelers, fellow travelers. Yes, on the road we should all be friendly to each other. Come sit down.
Awesome.
And so you guys sit by the campfire, and they're like, "What brings you to which way? It's been abandoned, as you can see, and we're just passing through. Our ancestors lived in these parts, and so we were just paying our respects and seeing the local homestead."
A little bit of travel, a little bit of mystery, intrigue. You know, it's always fun to see new places and learn new things.
Did you say something, Wes? I saw you laugh, but I didn't know if you heard something.
I'm looking at spells, and I think it's a homebrew one. It's called Jim's Magic Missile.
Oh, it's actually not homebrew. It's from Acquisitions Incorporated, so it is official.
Okay.
I want to know.
The description of it's goofy.
Yeah, 100%. It is a slightly modified, funny version of Magic Missile. Yes.
What is?
Any apprentice wizard can cast a boring old magic missile. Sure, it always strikes its target. Yawn. Do away with the drudgery of your grandfather's magic with this improved version of the spell, as used by Jim's dark magic.
Yes.
And it has a chance of blowing up in your face.
I love it. I love it.
Yep. I think it does more damage if it hits, though, so it does have a pro and a con.
Yeah, you have to roll the hit, and if it crits, it deals 5d4 instead of double damage.
Yeah.
Holy damage.
But there's always the chance it blows up in your face, too.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that on a crit build.
There's actually a really good chance it blows up in your face.
So yeah,
Oh wait, no, that's only for attack rolls. So if you botch it, they explode in your face.
you said something about mystery. What mystery brings you to these parts, eh?
Well, the whole world's a mystery, isn't it? Many things to learn, things unknown. Nature itself is a mystery.
Though to be less vague, I don't think we can tell you.
Uh-oh.
Fuck it.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
We're in trouble.
Why are we in trouble?
Something's going on. Because I had notes for this, and I don't know where they are.
Uh-oh.
Giant relics.
Check your back pocket. That's
Well,
what
the
it
good
says.
news is I finished my spell list. I know my 0th level spells are Encode Thoughts, Mage Hand, and Minor Illusion. And my 1st level spells are Distort Value, Disguise Self, which I already had, of course, Illusory Script, and Silent Image.
Nice.
Yeah. Like, disguise self. Like, you just need to doubly make sure you had it, right, man?
Wait, did you take disguise self just so you no longer have to lie about just saying you have disguise self?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've always had Disguise Self.
Okay,
Yeah, you always
so,
had.
yeah, so, no, tell us. Maybe we can help you. We know these parts quite well. What do you have anything you're looking for? Or do you have a goal in mind, or are you just wandering?
The guy.
Despite our looks, we're quite wise, you know, even though we look young.
I'm gonna roll an insight.
I'm gonna say it's not
22.
necessarily whether you're wise or what you look like that makes us weary. Sometimes you just need to keep a little bit to yourself.
On your 22, Lance, they seem like they're trustworthy, and as far as that part where he's like, we may look young, based on your knowledge of the Vistani, they do live slightly longer than humans, because they do come from a magical world. Shadowfell has, different type of magic than Faerun. So yeah, they might be older than they look.
I don't know why, but I just thought that was something going somewhere else with that. Not somewhere bad, just somewhere else.
But, okay, I mean, if you don't have, and then she, like, her eyes glaze over while she's talking. Jess, can you still hear me? Okay. So, while you guys are talking, her eyes glaze over, and they go, like, white, and she says, I know why you're here. Tell us the truth, and we can help you.
She just got possessed.
I was gonna say she.
Guys, should we book it? She just got possessed.
She pulls out a deck of cards, and her eyes are still white, and she smiles, and she's like, if you won't tell me the truth, I pull the cards, and I will tell you the truth.
It's funny. This is totally Kyle because we were all tight-lipped, like, nah, not going down this plot line.
I'm just...
And I'm like,
alright, bet!
And I'm like, this is the only plot line, so I gotta make you do it!
Tell us then, if you're so inclined to tell us the truth.
She pulls a card from the deck. I actually have a tarot deck specifically for things like this. Let me grab it.
Cool. Like, in real life tarot deck? I'm assuming so, since he's getting up.
He's gone.
He probably got it from, like, a loot crate or something.
I actually have a set of playing cards I use for if I need to use a deck.
I used to have a really nice tarot deck, but I'm pretty sure my sister stole it.
I have a D&D themed tarot deck.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna say your sister ate it.
That's actually pretty awesome. So I'm assuming it just has all the deck of many things tarot cards.
Oh, no, I also have a deck of many things as well. That's not this.
Oh,
So
Am I
in
hearing that we're gonna run into a deck of many things?
maybe in one of my campaigns, maybe not all of them, maybe some of them, but I own it. So let me shuffle.
I've never
Basically,
been much of a gambler.
The tarot deck originally came from Curse of Strahd. I bought it separately, but it is Curse of Strahd themed because Shadowfell, the tarot deck is very prominent in Barovia. So I bought it, and it's just now the general, instead of just being for Barovia and Shadowfell, it's now my general D&D tarot deck. Okay, so she shuffles her deck, and she's like, would you like one card each, or one card for the party?
One card each, definitely. We're not really good with sharing.
What'd you say, Lamb?
don't you have to use 3 cards for a tarot deck drawing?
Not on mine. Mine is one. One each.
It depends on which thing you're doing.
Really? Okay.
One each. This one's a bit stingy after all.
The first one I pulled is the healer. And that goes to, and she looks over at the Minotaur, and she looks over at Foos and goes, that would be you, Paladin. And then she pulls another one. And that one says... Let me just look at something real quick. Okay.
Are you just looking up stuff randomly to try and get one that...
I drew a card that I could make a funny joke with, but I think it might make someone angry, so I don't know that I should make the joke.
Just do it. You gotta make the joke.
Okay, I drew it, so it counts. And she'd be like, the next card is the miser. I sense that one of you had the chance to make a donation and then chose not to. Who is the miser among your group?
Her.
I don't know if I would call it miserly. I think I was helping them become more industrious.
She hands you the miser card nonetheless.
I don't pick it up.
I put it in her bag.
I say, you might want to keep that. You don't want to have less than a full deck.
No, then she snaps her fingers and she gets another one. So they're magic, so she has another one. So
it's all yours now.
I drop it on the ground.
You can add it to your thing. You can add miser card to your inventory.
Not gonna do it.
And so then she pulls the next one and she's like, and she looks right at Broder and she goes, "You are not what you appear to be, for I pulled the thief card."
Could have guessed that one.
I have a quick question. Are you actually pulling these cards?
I'm pulling them randomly, but I'm only ascribing them to whose sakes fit. Like, I'm actually, ascribing them to who they go to, but I am pulling them out randomly. So I got 3 in a row that actually fit the party, so that's pretty cool. But, like, the next one I got is Bishop, so it doesn't really work. So I'll be like, Oh, wait, no it isn't. Bishop is that, but guess what I got after Bishop? I got Monk. So, Bishop, she'll look at it and she'll be like, I don't feel that Bishop applies to any of you specifically.
It's your friend.
I would say Pan is a cleric and a monk. So
that is funny because I did draw Bishop and Monk back to back. Okay, so hearing you say that, she hands you 2 cards. She hands you the Bishop and the Monk.
Cheating.
All right, so
that's crazy.
I must not have shuffled well though, guys, because I got the missionary and the priest right after I got the bishop. So I think I just got the religious cards all next to each other.
Yeah. So you didn't put your good juju energies into the cards that you're picking.
Right.
Shuffling's hard. I don't blame you.
It is, and the card. This deck is so much bigger than like a regular deck. Like it's like double the size of a regular deck. So she will be like, religion. Sure. And she lays out these 3 cards in front of you because they were the next 3 ones I drew. I got the missionary, the priest, and the tax collector. Do any of these apply to any of you?
Well, you're the one reading the cards. You tell us. Putting her on the spot here.
I thought we're also only supposed to get 1 card each.
Yeah. Who haven't I given a card to yet?
Well, you gave two to
Pan.
Well, yes, because the 2 cards, the universe speaks for the universe. Like if I pull 2 cards and they happen to apply to one person, I'm not going to argue with the universe.
You're only supposed to pull 1 card at a time.
I did. I pulled the monk, and then she said yeah. He said yes, and then I pulled the bishop, and he also said yes. And I'm like, oh my god! Like, the universe has spoken.
The universe seems to be very
excited,
obsessed with Pam,
and very improv.
Yes, exactly. Do any of the ones who have... Okay, I guess I'll discard those 3. They don't count. They suck. Fine, I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not perfect. God.
No,
the universe isn't perfect, apparently.
She would say, oh, wait, that does make sense. I'm a missionary, my friend here's a priest, and my cousin's a tax collector. She's kidding. But
sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. A priest, whatever, and a tax collector.
So I drew 3 bad ones, but the next one I drew is kind of works. She goes, is one of you a philanthropist or started a charity? So that one. She'd hand that card to Lance and be like, Lance, here is the philanthropist card.
Yeah, I'm the ideas man. He's the stealer of ideas.
Your idea was literally to have poor people donate to poor people.
No, I just said a charity drive. I didn't say where it was gonna be.
You told them to hold it when they're stuck in that town.
How are they stuck? They could leave.
Tell you what. I think I know. I think I know what this is. I think I know. Do you have one among your whole party is not here? Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah, there's a few.
Is there one among you that is from a different area, a different world, a far traveler? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Dino Man.
I have here the card I pulled that I thought did not apply to one of you, and this is actually true for Kyle. I have here the missionary card. Please make sure your traveler friend gets the missionary card.
I mean, he's not the only far traveler.
He's literally from a different dimension.
I'm from the Fey realm.
Well, you have Fey ancestry. I don't know that you're actually
from the Fey realm. I'm a fairy from the Fey realm.
Well, too bad you're officially the miser.
Yeah, you're the miser. I can't help with that. I'm sorry. So... Oh, but you do care about money. Would you also like the tax collector card? Would you like to be the miser and the tax collector? Okay, but yes, please do see that your traveling friend from the dinosaur realm gets the missionary card. I think here's the difference, Nightshade.
I don't know if he was from a different realm. I thought he was just from a specific island or something.
I don't think so. I think he's from a different... Because he fell through a portal, I thought he said, or something.
Mm-hmm.
No? Yeah.
Portal.
As far as what you're saying, Nightshade, the Feywild is just a different version of our universe. It still has, there are correspondences between the two, whereas this person comes from a realm completely unlike ours. It is not a mere version of ours. That is why it is different. And the last one I would like to give your group, do you have someone in your group that is naive and young?
Oh, immensely.
And tends to make, tries to make the right decisions and tries to do the right thing.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Kyle Drew, the priest. Please give this priest card to your naive party member.
Kyle.
Yeah.
What?
You think I'm psychic? No, I'm saying she drew it, but I'm saying I'm giving you the real cards Kyle drew. So the only one Kyle drew that I think can't be used is the tax collector. That's the only one I think that doesn't apply to anybody, so that is a useless card. But Kyle did get really lucky in the cards he drew because I can ascribe them to you guys, so that's pretty cool. So she takes
the cards that I was gonna say that card can't play right now, but when we go back to get our money with interest and shit, we're all gonna be tax collectors. I think.
the whole party are tax collectors. It's the party card.
No.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm just gonna grab the money I invested and just leave the rest because I don't care.
My friends, I literally let me see how many cards did
I
I
am
just draw that I could
not
ascribe to
collecting any money because I gave no money.
you guys? 6. Guys, I drew 8.
You're a
guys,
miser. You refuse to give money.
I'm not a miser in every
I drew-
situation, though.
I drew 8 random cards, and I ascribed 6 of them to the party, 7 to the party because Pan got 2, and then 1 to the party was the tax collector. So that's really funny. That is hilarious. That there's Fusfajar would be 7, yeah. So out of the 8 random cards I drew, there's 1 for everybody plus the party. That was really good. I like that. I'm really happy with this. I might be psychic or something. Maybe I'm magic, guys. So
Strongly disagree.
so somebody take a note to give Orsino and Zug their tarot cards.
So
I'll put it in party loop. Orsino got priest.
I'm asking the person, but do these cards actually do something?
I will look that up. Orsino got the priest, and Zug got missionary. And then I gave myself Fusfajar the healer, so I'll have to keep track of that for myself. But I will take those ones out of the deck. Okay, so let me just double check and see if they do have any kind of magical effect, actually.
I love the fun things I can do now with Mage Hand, by the way.
What you gonna do?
Well, I can pickpocket with Mage Hand and disarm traps.
They can still roll against Mage Hand, correct?
Yeah. You still get to roll perception against the thing. It just lets me do it at range. So if I wanted to steal
That's not my
something-
Mage Hand.
What?
That's not my Mage Hand. I'm just a rogue.
Yeah. Must be someone else's.
That's someone else's hand in your pocket.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Okay, so let's go through them.
Really funny.
Jess, you got. Let's see. So the miser means,
Is this actually obtaining to
guys,
the
it can-
module?
it can actually be the opposite. A miser doesn't have to be. Can either be about hoarded wealth, or someone who thinks the opposite, who thinks money is meaningless. So it doesn't have to be someone who like craves money. It can be either or. So that's good. Then I also gave you the.
If you
what did
give
I
a man a
out?
fish, he eats for one day. If you teach a man to fish, he eats every day.
Exactly. So that made sense. What did I
He
give?
did both.
Also has a bunch of social media photos about fishing.
What did I give? Let me go in order here. What did I give to?
Now,
Pam?
is this coming from the manual, or is this Kyle just dragging
Bishop
something
and
out?
No, this was a real deck I had that I pulled out, and then there's a website that tells what they each mean. The monk.
Right, so this
is-
doesn't have anything to do with the module running.
I mean,
After
it's in the game now, so it
book-
kind of does.
the book had you meet Vistani. Vistani's big thing is fortune telling, so I'm adding flavor. What is your problem?
You're being really
You're-
aggressive right now.
No, you are. You just literally told me to stop playing the game the way I'm playing it. You're literally telling
I
me what
didn't
to do
say
with the
that. I
DM.
said that this didn't have anything to do with it because you said this ties in.
Okay. This isn't. This is flavor. That the book is like, here's 2 NPCs, do what you want with them, and this is what I decided to do with them. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the monk, serenity, inner strength, and self-reliance, supreme confidence, bereft of arrogance. And the monk and the, what was the other one?
Bishop.
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 Strict adherence to a code or a belief, those who plot, plan, and scheme. So it can be either or. It can be someone who's bad in beliefs or good in beliefs. And then Lamb, Broder, what did I give you?
Upside
The
down or
thief.
not?
It does. I drew them all right side up, so I think that's fair that it could be either way. So that's why I'm just leaving it up to interpretation.
That was more me asking, just because I don't really mess with tarots.
Yes, it's supposed to be whether they're drawn up or down, but I wasn't paying attention to that. My bad. Thief. Those who steal or burgle. It symbolizes a loss of property or a loss of innocence.
Yep.
Or a loss of reputation. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's all appropriate to me.
Healer for Fusfajar got healing. Those who practice the healing arts, that makes sense. Some of these are obvious. There's ones that are less obvious. Like there's literally ones like that are called like the glyph and the coin and the star, and so those are a little less. Those are a little more nebulous. What did I give to Lance? I gave him the
Philanthropist.
philanthropist. Charity and giving on a grand scale. Those who use wealth to fight evil and sickness. And then when they're here, if they have questions, I can tell them what their response.
What's the reverse of that, by the way?
That's what I'm saying. Some of them don't have one. This one doesn't have a reverse. This one is literally philanthropist is charity and giving on a grand scale. So then the second part would be those who use wealth. So there is no evil. There is no bad one on this one. So no matter which way you draw it, it's always the same. On that one.
Well, I think the difference is how they do it.
That's fair.
There's money
So the first,
by evil is different from charitable shit.
Yeah, that's true. And then just out of curiosity, the last two were the missionary, which was spread wisdom, but also warning of fear and ignorance. I don't know if that quite works, because whatever. Yeah. And then what did I give Orsino was the priest, which says enlightenment, those that follow a system of values or a higher purpose. And she goes, okay, so now that I have done that, I read these and I know you are searching for a mystery. You are following a trail. And then he goes, I bet you're looking for treasure, aren't you? Right?
I mean, who
Right?
is for treasure nowadays?
And she goes, I'll tell you what. Answer one question and I will direct you on the path. Fair?
Do we get to choose what the question is?
No. He chooses the question, and she points over at her friend. Does that sound fair? do you agree to answer his question, and then we will give you our counsel?
Sure.
I mean, we can also agree to not after we hear the question, correct?
That's fair. That is true.
Okay.
Nightshade?
I don't care.
Okay. She goes... he goes... Ahem. What is black when you buy it, red when you use it, and white when you throw it away?
How dare you give us a common riddle?
Say it again?
What is black when you buy it, red when you use it, and white when you throw it away?
Oh. A match or a torch?
I mean, like, yeah, the little match in like a matchbox, because the top part of it's black when you buy it. It goes red from the flame, and then it turns white when it's snuffed out.
He points to the fire that he's stoking, and he goes, I was looking for coal in a fire, but yeah, you're right, that works too. Good job. And so then... so then she says...
Coal turns white? What?
When you burn coal, the final version of coal after it's burned is white and ashy and white, yeah.
Crazy. Okay, yeah, continue.
So they go, she goes, okay, you have taken your fortunes, you have passed our test. Go down this way. And they point you in a direction. They point you southwest. So I'll go to my next map. So you guys follow the path they showed, which on your map is labeled this way. But it doesn't exist a road anymore, because it's so old that the road is gone. So you wouldn't be able to just follow the road this way. It only worked because they pointed it. So you follow it, and you end up at the Hand and Horn. Which looks like this. Can the party give me an investigation check? Or if you just want to look around in general perception, but this is what you find at the place on the map marked the Hand and Horn.
Can I do both for like a general looking around and then more specifically?
You give me one, I'll describe what happens, and then if you choose to do the other, you can do the other.
I got a 21 investigation check.
23 for perception.
Did you say 21, Jess?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation. So I'll deal with the perceptions first. You find this is a giant stone carving or statue. On the perception, you do find things engraved into the rock. And on the investigation, I will read you specifically what it says, Nightshade. Nightshade, it says, carved into the rock. Engraved in a letters that you couldn't read at first, but then the more you investigate and the more you stared at it, the letters rearrange themselves and now read in, what's your primary language? Is it common, or what is it before that? What is your, as a fairy?
My languages are common, primordial, and Sylvan.
Okay, so it's in Sylvan then. So the language, what was gobbledygook that was carved, rearranges itself in front of you in Sylvan and says, built castles, yet tears down mountains, makes some men blind and others see. What am I?
Money?
Well, only Nightshade can read this, unless anybody else can read Sylvan.
Well,
so she would have to tell you.
I would read it out loud.
Okay, so she reads it out loud. It says, built castles, yet tears down mountains, makes some men blind and others see. What am I?
Then yeah, I would have said money.
Money? I guess money kind of makes sense. So you hear like a rumble, and you get like the idea, like close but not quite. So it's not money. But money is an answer that could work. So I kind of want to give you partial credit, but it's not the answer I was looking for.
The door opens begrudgingly halfway.
Yeah. Exactly.
You have to squeeze through, and it's kind of uncomfortable to get by. What was the riddle again?
Build castles, yet tears down mountains. Make some men blind, and others see. What am I?
Success.
Again, these are metaphors.
John said that it's sand.
Is John cheating?
No, he said he's heard this one before.
That's
Okay,
cheating.
then that is cheating.
No, it's not.
I will say, if you know the riddle, do not answer it. And if you're Jess and you have access to comments, please don't look at the comments when we're doing riddles. Yes, it is indeed sand. You use sands to build castles. Sand can erode mountains. Sand in your eyes makes you blind, and sand is used to make glass. Therefore, glasses. Yes, it is sand.
Existed yet.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, glasses. Glasses exist. People in Faerun wear glasses. Yeah.
They got the monocle, baby.
How was that
monocles.
close to money?
Oh, because money also fits. Money pays for castles. Money can be used for construction and destruction. Money can make people like emotionally and physically make you blind, like bribery and stuff. And then money makes other people like go on quests, so it helps them see things. Like it worked thematically, but it wasn't the correct answer. That's what I mean.
Also, you could say, it makes you, blind to anything but getting more money. Like
Yes, greed.
It
Yes.
works. It works a lot of ways. Like money is a really good guess. I like it.
Yes. And that's why I gave you a magical rumble, but not quite the correct answer. So upon saying that, since John gave it to, I'll give it to Nightshade. What's happened? What happened?
John said, "Tell him maybe he should go for harder riddles then."
Nightshade, you see in Sylvan appear before you. It says in Sylvan, it carved into it now. Go southeast from here, and you will find the. Sorry, I don't know what the next spot is. I missed it. 1 second. Is the next spot? Go southeast of here, and you will find the 3 trees. That's what it's carved into the rock now in Sylvan.
Do you have any more riddles?
So you go to the 3 trees.
Oh, the rock ignored
What
me.
is brown and sticky?
Poop.
Poop.
No, a stick.
A stick, yeah, the idea, yeah. So you arrive at the 3 trees, which is here.
Oof.
It's getting dark. It actually wasn't dark a second ago, but it is dark here. It is specifically nighttime in this spot. And you notice that if you walk away from the 3 trees, it gets bright again, and then you walk into the 3 trees and it gets dark. So it is only nighttime around these 3 trees. Someone give me perception staring at the trees and the sky.
Someone or
Someone wanna give me
everyone?
advantage?
Lance wants to know if he can have advantage. Oh, he doesn't need it. He got. Is this 23 we just got, Lance?
That's lamb.
That's lamb.
No. You got. 23 is old. Okay.
Yeah, well, for the thing before.
I gotcha.
rolled.
Say, I will give you advantage. I will help you look.
Okay. Not investigation, specifically perception.
Oof.
Okay, Lance got 17. That's good enough. There's nothing special about the trees, but you notice that this artificial, maybe not artificial, whatever it is, like this glimpse at the night sky or this artificial sky, but the arcane sky, the stars are moving around. And the stars form numerical patterns. And I put the pattern they form in the chat.
Does anyone know numbers?
I know to at least 10.
Yeah.
That's not helpful. Actually, wait. I have a 14 intelligence and a 16 wisdom. I know numbers.
Okay. So this is the number. This is the numerical pattern that appears up in the stars.
Still not used to my roots being smart.
And then the stars say the stars literally say like fill in the blanks.
Could you put it up real quick? Because I had to restart start my Roll20.
It
Oh,
should
okay,
show
put it
up
in-
in Roll20 still. Like,
Yeah.
even if you restart.
Yeah,
Right.
you just need to scroll up on the thing.
I can put it in Discord if Roll20 is giving issues. We can do that. Maybe Monday. Here it is. And Jess, please do not look at your chat, and please do not listen to John. If you want to look at it after the fact to see if John got it, that's fine. But
Well, I'm passing on this one. I don't want to think about it.
So, is that all in sequence, or how is it?
it is that sequence. As you wait, it would repeat. It would be 8 blank 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 1 blank 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 2 0, and then repeat.
Oh, that's not a 20. That's 2
So there's
0.
no spaces in between it. It's just the 8 blank blank.
Yes, it's 8 blank 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 1 blank 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 2 0.
This is in reference to the stars?
The stars are forming a pattern of these letters, like a constellation.
Numbers?
They form an 8 constellation. They form like a blank, like a cloud, like a nebulous constellation. They form another blank, another blank. They form a 1 constellation. They form a blank, a blank, a blank. They form a 2. They form a 0.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
8, 6, 7, 9,
What
3,
where is
0,
it on the on the map? Where is it?
It's in the sky in the stars. Just in the stars. I put it in chat.
And you said there were, and you said this room has trees, and as you get to the trees, it's night, and the night has the stars.
Yeah, exactly. So if you stepped away, the stars go away, but if you step up to the trees, the stars appear. Yes.
Divisions of no, that's 10 numbers.
There are 10 numbers, exactly. Yes.
Okay. My problem is I'm not seeing I don't know pattern just from that.
Yeah, there's normally something else.
Yeah.
You only
We're
to
gonna
know
roll
where
investigation.
you know 8, 1, 2, and 0.
Can I roll insight on the stars?
You can, yeah.
Maybe you can roll an intelligence check, and
Sort of.
Kyle will help you.
Yeah, you're like, stars are pretty! Stars are pretty, guys!
Roll an intelligence check to see if I get more clues.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I would say it's,
They want to know
insight.
astrological
Is
sign.
it?
I'd say it's insight to get more
Oh,
clues, yeah.
no, I
Yeah,
told you I
that's
gave
what I-
up on this.
No, yeah, you and Lance are both holding hands and being like, man, stars are pretty.
Nah, I wouldn't hold their hand.
No, you
Never.
wouldn't, I know. Yeah, again, Lamb, you're like, man, stars are nice.
They are pretty, yeah.
You guys all stink.
You just stare at the stars blinking for an hour, and the stars are like, are you guys okay? Like,
Exactly. Pan, would you like to roll insight, Pan?
That's what I'm trying to do. Stop letting me.
You can just roll a d20 and then add your insight bonus.
Yeah, I'm trying to do.
Do you want me to roll a d20 for you?
You want me to roll a d20 for you?
That too.
I think Gray is just stalling because she's texting someone the riddle and be like, give me the answer, and so then
No. Okay, 11 plus 2. 13.
Okay, on a 13, it's not the numerical. You get the idea that maybe it's not the because you look through and you're like, there's no numerical. It's not multiplication, addition, division, nothing like that. It's not a numerical pattern.
Wait, is
It's
this alphabetical?
So it's in Roman numerals, yeah?
No, it's literally written like we would write it. Not. I guess it could be Roman numerals. That's fine. But what did you just say, Lance?
Alphabetical, maybe.
Maybe you should maybe explore that.
What's
What-
8?
what did Lance say?
8
It's
would be in
alphabetical. So what's 8?
Alphabetical.
E.
Yeah. E? So, E, blank, blank, blank. What's A,
A 1 is an O.
blank? Wait, what?
Oh, that's not what you mean? Sorry, I misunderstood what you meant.
No, like the order of alphabet. So 8 wouldn't be E, it would be...
Oh, you're saying like, oh, I see what you're saying. If you were to
H.
translate them into alphanumeric. Okay.
Yeah.
Then 8 would be, I think, H, A,
Yeah.
B, C,
I already
D,
said
E,
that.
F, G, H. Okay.
I already said
I didn't
that.
hear you.
Then
I'm sorry. 1 would be A, 2 would be B. There
But
is no
there's no
zero.
zero.
There's no 0 in the alphabet. That doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, it might be actual letter conversion. So 8 would be B, 1 is I or L, 2 is S, 0 is O.
That's one possibility. I actually slipped up and gave you the answer, so if anyone was paying attention to anything I said...
Did you say E?
You said
E,
1
or
is 0.
E?
That's what he said. 1 is 0.
I don't... What? The fuck?
Jess, I need you to look at the recording of the stream right now and go backwards, please.
Rewind Kyle and find out what he said.
Yes.
You can't
This
do
is
that
how
on
we solve the
stream, though.
riddle.
You can't.
I've tried it. Not with like this.
Me no
specific, in
maths.
general.
John, it's up to you. Investigator John, figure it out.
I think I ruined my.
Make a
I think
clip.
I've ruined,
What? You ruined what?
I ruined any chance of being unbiased because I just see 8 blank 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 1, and all I'm thinking of is that you can almost get boobies in the letters, and it's so close except for the blank 2 0.
Great. Since you were successful on your insight, since I will let you roll another insight, if you wanted to, because you were successful on the first one.
You said
Great.
another insight, yeah?
Mhm.
I'm gonna try one more time.
This is when we spend.
Can I
8
get advantage? Can someone inspire me or help me?
Can I help her?
I will allow help. Yes, you can roll insight with advantage, because I'm nice.
Grazie.
You're not nice because you gave us this thing.
I mean, this is part of the module. You can't blame him.
I blame Kyle 100%. Kyle, was this in the module?
We'll
Was
talk
this-
about it after.
Was this
Talk
in the
about it after.
module?
We'll talk about it
Was
after.
this in the
I am revealing
module?
nothing now. I reveal it after the fact. When you guys are level 4, I will tell you secrets.
You can roll again. That wasn't.
The answer is this was definitely not in the module, but I
Okay,
like this
sure.
as riddles.
I also don't like people who stick to module 1 for 1, because then it's just like, what's the
Yeah, even if it's something, I always change the module slightly for my own good. You got a dirty 20. Pan, you think that you guys were on track when you said alphabetical, but you overthought it when you did alphanumerical. So something about alphabetical sticks in
What?
your head.
What the fuck is alphanumeric?
Alphanumeric is where you
Oh my
convert
God.
letters and numbers back
One
and
is-
forth. So
it's
like
one
A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. That's what alphanumeric means. But it's
And
alphabetical.
what's alphabetical?
Alphabetical is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, that's alphabetical. So, knowing that you have to stick alphabetical, what is that? And then you tell that to the party. So what does that tell the party to stick alphabetical when it comes to what you have here?
Can I persuade the stars to give us one more number?
Okay. I will give you on that because you were going to give advantage. One of the numbers is a dead giveaway to me. When I saw this puzzle, one of the numbers is a dead giveaway. So I would, if you look at that and you look at one of the 4 numbers you're given?
Kyle,
Yeah.
everyone's
Of the 4
minds
numbers-
work differently. So you saying I got it right away because my mind it was a dead giveaway.
I'm not saying that guy right away. What I meant was that a red flag to me was blank. So I'm hinting that there is a red flag. That maybe one of the 4 numbers, if you figured out why it's a red flag, the rest of it would fall into place. That's all I'm saying.
Though you said that 8 was E, but I don't know how you get E from 8. Oh wait.
Do you not, Dalton? Do you not, Dalton?
One.
John wants to know if any of the number in the sequence repeat.
Wait, actually.
1 is what, Dalton? What were you gonna say? 1 is what?
There, I typed it in chat.
And then 2 would be T, and 0 would be Z. Exactly. So now, once you know that, what goes in the rest?
No.
The
Help.
fudge is this?
Okay, guys, there's 10 numbers there, right? There's 10 spots.
I don't
So
want
you
to
know that
do
the
math
numbers-
class.
There's no math. I told you it's not mathematical. Here's your 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Those are your 10 numbers.
Oh.
Which ones do you already have in there? You already have in there 8, 1, 2, 0. So if you take 8, 1, 2, and 0
Hey,
out, which
Kyle,
ones are left?
Kyle, here's the issue.
Yeah.
When I was looking at it, I didn't think it was specifically. I thought there could be repeating.
Oh, that's
Hold up,
fair. I guess the stars could have said no repeating numbers. I appreciate that, Dalton.
Yeah, we
I
thought it
love
was like a-
I will remember that for the future.
Yep, I'm figuring it out. Just a second.
I'm doing it.
John
real
says
quick.
he's got it.
Well, don't look at what John says.
He didn't write it down. He just said,
Oh,
I got it."
Yeah.
Well, at least I think I know it.
I'm doing us a favor real quick.
Killing Kyle.
No. The only Kyle's been fine. He's just very loud when he wants to get a point across, which feels more like he's yelling at us.
Sorry, I apologize.
But yeah, that's just a you thing. So I'm not holding that against you.
No, maybe that doesn't work.
I've played with you in like Friday D&D. I know that's just how you are. It's not anything. No. Oh wait, that's Nightshade. Actually, no, that's fine.
The stars would say like, try different answers. There's no penalty for losing.
I'm doing us a favor right now, so we know all the letters.
You're gonna do all 26? What, Dylan? You only did. You mean just doing 1 through 0? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's all you could do.
Down.
You'd have to
Calm down.
I just realized there's no way to do all of them. You'd have to do like 1,
Yeah,
2, 3,
I
like
was
100,
doing that.
100, 1,000. Like infinity is I. Like.
I like to believe that yeah, Lance is just like, all right, guys, you guys work on this. I've got it. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Wait. Wait, no, but they're in order. Shit. Wait, are they in order?
The
Stars
order
in order?
The order that you know is correct is 8 blank 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 1 blank 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 2 0. So you're just looking to fill in the blanks with the correct numbers.
Okay,
How do you
is it,
the 8, the 1, the 8, the 1, 2, and the 0 are in the correct spaces.
okay, is it 8,
Wait,
5...
sorry, Dalton, what'd you say? How'd you do what?
How do you get what ends in Z?
The fucking alphabet!
Yeah. Yeah, is it 854-917-6320?
Repeat that again? I had to get the answer open. I had to minimize. Say again?
854-917-6320.
Exactly.
Hey.
The stars, like, erupt in fireworks.
What
Do
the
you want
fuck
to
is
explain?
the word? Wait.
Wes, it's not a word. I never said it was a word. Wes, what are the numbers? How'd you get that?
So when he revealed that the 8 is the E, the 1 is the O, the 2 is the T, the 0 is the Z. That's the first letter of each of the numbers. And it's in alphabetical order of the first letter of each of the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that was kind of confusing is like 2 and 3 and 5 and 4 both start with the same letter. But since we know that 2 is the second to last one, I was assuming that the smaller number goes after the bigger number.
You're so close. It's actually just because 2 is spelled TW, and TW would go after TH and things like that.
Oh, okay, so it's just
to be
straight up in
honest,
alphabetical order by
I
the
thought
first
we were making a word, not
No,
just
Yeah,
that's
letter.
what-
we
that's
all
the thing.
thought
That's-
you were
that's
making
the-
a word.
That's the funny puzzle. Is that that's kind of what's funny about it. Is specifically when I was thinking, I'm like, they're all gonna think it's a word, and it's not. It's not a word. It's just.
Yeah.
It's just. And I hear like, what ends in Z? And I'm like, the goddamn alphabet ends in Z.
You're an ass.
That's what actually flagged it to me. I'm like, well, no, nothing ends in Z. It ends in maybe it's just alphabetical. That is actually what triggered it for me. The 0 being last. But, okay.
I mean, once I kind of figured out, it's like, okay, so I was originally thinking it was just what these letters both look like, or
Yeah.
what these numbers look like as letters. But once he revealed that it was, 8 as E, it's like, well, that more or less blows that out of the water.
Yeah, exactly.
And then once I got the other ones from Lance, it was like, oh, okay, so it's all first letters, and yeah, I got from there.
So the 3-tree hill, where you are, the stars now change their constellations again, and they reveal. Let me just double check where this one is going.
Another riddle.
I mean, yeah, probably. And so this goes to the wood bridge. So it says wood bridge is directly south, is what the stars say. So you guys head directly south to the wood bridge. And upon the wood bridge, you find a bridge, a chasm, and this guy standing at the southern end of the bridge.
On the other end of the bridge is a chicken and a person.
And you guys are at the north end, so you're trying to go south. And the troll calls across, and the troll says, "Oi! No one passed by me without answer puzzle. Answer puzzle, pass by. Wood bridge, my territory."
Do you guys kill this man, or you want to solve another puzzle?
I'd rather just murder him, to be honest.
I'm down for another puzzle. Not gonna lie, but that's just because this is giving me like Dora vibes, like from the troll underneath the bridge.
Hey, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. We try for 10 minutes. If we don't solve without Mr. DM telling us the answer, essentially, we kill the band. Sound good?
I don't want to wait a whole
I'm down.
10 minutes.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
We'll say 5 minutes. I think that's more than enough
First
time to
tarot
be like, yeah, we're
cards, then
done.
like 4
Yeah,
million
5.
riddles.
5 with no progression. Yeah.
The troll says, 2 human drink poisoned iced tea. 1 man drinks his fast and lives.
Oh,
The
simple.
other-
It's in the ice cubes.
Yeah.
That is the answer. I did not even get to finish the puzzle. God damn it!
Thank you, Dalton.
I'm gonna finish anyway for posterity.
No.
1 man drinks his fast and lives. The other man drinks his slow and dies.
Yeah, John said he
How
also
is
had it
this
before you even
possible?
finished it.
And yeah, the poison is in the ice, not the tea. The ice melts slow. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, but I knew that one because my chemistry teacher
I-
did that one.
I did too. As soon as you're like poisoning the iced tea, both of them, it's like, it's in the ice. Like, I don't even know how it ends, but it's in the ice.
Like, there's no way you could, like, we could not, like, pretend to not
John
know
said I had it
that.
too. I had
Yeah.
it to acknowledge me. Literally every murder she wrote.
I haven't heard that one myself, so I was like, oh, that's cool.
We're all just like, it's that.
I've heard the one where it's like there's a murder weapon, and sorry, there's a murder and there's no weapon and there's a puddle. It's like, oh, the murder was an ice knife, like it was an icicle. I've heard that one. I've never heard the ice cube one. But the troll is like, okay, you solved my riddle. Go past here, go southwest to find Scorch.
Cool, let's go.
So the troll lets you guys pass, and you get to.
I do kind of feel like 80% of riddles involving water, like, it's ice. It's something about
John said
ice.
to kill the troll anyways.
So you find this is called the Scorch of the Red Worm. It is a series of geysers, and standing next to them is this little dragon.
Cute.
Why is it a blowworm?
Can I
So
keep
very
them?
smirky.
Can I keep him? I want to pet him. Let's argue. Let's fight for him.
Let's-
I fight you to the death.
Who doesn't have a pet yet?
I don't.
Lance doesn't have a pet yet. I could make him a pseudo dragon, and you could have a pseudo dragon pet.
No, keep him as a blue dragon. That way him and my black dragon can hang out together. Like raid farmhouses. Like,
So, the dragon would greet you, and he would say, "Hello, I am Turquoise. I am the dragon that guards these ancient dragon relics. You see, eons ago, a red dragon came and heated up the earth with its fire and boiled the water in the earth and created these geysers. This ancient red dragon was so great that now we dragons worship this mark of the land." And he would go, "What brings you to my domain?"
A map.
Seek ye the treasure, do ye?
Not,
What?
yeah, I guess so.
this,
Alright.
this dragon is
Solve one question,
Oh,
and
you
I
did.
let ye go to the next location.
No stabbing. No stabbing my dragon.
Getting real close to the limit on, like, riddle capacity for me right now, Kyle. Like,
This is gonna be the riddle episode, guys. You
Oh,
should-
100%. 100%. We'll talk about it after it's over. So the dragon goes, and if you know it, please don't answer, because now that I'm thinking about it, it might be too common. So if you know it, you can give the answer eventually once people are stuck, but let other
So
people
like
try
if you
first.
know it, you're penalized. Like, what do you
No,
mean?
not penalized. I said you can give it, but if you know it, no, I mean, sorry, if you already heard it, if you solve it yourself, give the answer. But if you have heard it before, don't give it initially. Wait until everybody else has tried, then you can give it.
Honestly, John, he hasn't said the riddle yet, so you haven't
Some
missed
people might
it.
not have. So the dragon goes, "What tastes better than it smells?"
Urine?
Vagina.
I don't think it was that one.
No, get your minds out of the gutter, you lassie.
let's see.
I think I should win for that.
I mean,
What doesn't have a taste?
Cheese.
yeah, there's a lot of things that's applicable to.
This has a specific answer, I promise ye.
John says.
Why are you talking like a pirate?
I decided he has a pirate voice.
No, I'm asking Mr. Dragon. I'm not.
Does anyone have guesses? John has
I
guesses.
come from a long line of dragon pirates that protected and roamed and ravaged this area. Well, ravaged and then protected. And so, this is just my accent now,
Just like
What tastes better than it smells? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things. Like
Yeah, a lot.
like basically anything that's like been fermented is
Pacific,
probably
I
going to
promise.
taste better than it
Beer?
smells.
Once you know, you will understand.
Actually, a lot of beers smell really good. Like,
I'm 18. I do not know.
yeah, yeah, no,
I'm 18. That's no excuse.
What? You should not
It is.
have drank stuff if you're 18.
yeah. As an 18-year-old, I hadn't had beer. I think my first like alcohol I had was when I was 19.
Ew, wait, what? No, you're not 21.
No,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You're
Oh
on
my god.
camera. On camera, everyone here drank at the legal drinking age of their country, respectively.
Or the
I'm in
legal age
Mexico,
when you
so,
left the
like, it's
country.
fine.
Okay, Mexico's a
Nah,
little bit
it's okay.
different.
It won't hold up in
Quebec,
court.
you
It's
can
all
drink at
hearsay. I
18
could
as
just be,
well?
like, making this shit up.
That's fair,
Just to
too.
be
That's
a
fair,
cool
yeah.
kid.
Yep.
You know,
Plus, it's kind of past the expiration date.
The
for
dragon
that
would
time.
say, "Hey, you're all barking up the wrong tree."
Is it a tree?
It is not.
I know, trees smell pretty good.
I mean, the trees themselves don't really have a smell. It's kind
My
of just.
sentence was not a clue about a tree. I'll tell you that.
Wait, is it
Is
poison?
it chlamydia?
Tastes better than it smells.
Oh, no, I'm thinking the other way around.
is it,
What
is
tastes
it,
better than it smells?
is it durian? Is it durian?
That's
That
true.
works, but that's not what I meant. That's not the puzzle solution.
John, I don't
Can
want to think
cast
that's why I have
fucking animal
you.
friendship.
He's a creature, not an animal.
Limburger cheese. Like,
Is it a mouth?
Lassie, I'll give it to you. It's a tongue. A tongue tastes better than it smells.
That's so dumb. Anything.
A tongue only tastes, it doesn't smell, Lassie.
So it's
I
not
think that
better.
tongue
It's
tacos
non-existent.
are so good though.
No, but tongues taste, they don't smell. Arg.
Coder,
I mean,
Coder
he's
was
cooking
giving
it
me
by
hints,
himself.
so.
Coder gave you hints.
But he didn't say it outright, and I was like, oh, that's so dumb.
yeah, have you ever heard of lingua? Like, tongue definitely.
Yeah,
smells.
that's so good.
Thank
How
Coder
is
for
it
me,
so
because
good?
otherwise I
It
would
is.
have punched Kyle by now.
Now, Lance, if you want to take this dragon with you, make a animal handling check with disadvantage because it is sentient and it needs to be like persuaded. Also, give
Can I roll persuasion instead? It's
I
sentient.
guess you would have disadvantage still, but yes, you can, and no one can give you help. You have disadvantage on your persuasion. Also, you have to give it a good speech. Like, why should it come with you? Why should it be friends with you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Oh.
Right.
That's too bad.
Can I maybe give them advantage by like saying like, hey, I have my own little, friend here named Onyx. Like, you two could do dragony things
I
together.
did forget you had another dragon.
Here's the thing, would I know that? Because I haven't been with you guys.
He's riding it. You're all riding on your mounts right now. So you're riding
right.
on your Tarrasque,
Mount
and
is
he's
the
riding
dragon.
on his
I
dragon.
forgot. I
Yes.
forgot he's
I
right.
mean,
Um.
I'm
so
riding
yeah,
on him
yeah.
if he's okay with that.
Yeah, 100%. Onyx can 100% talk to this dragon. Turquoise.
I have been
so-
feeding Onyx like foie gras and like
Yes.
bullshit fancy beats.
Onyx will snort and in Draconic say to the little dragon, little one, these are adventurers, and they can take you on many adventures and see many ways and many places. Do you tire of looking at this one geyser for your whole life? And then he would go, "Aye."
Isn't he supposed to be guarding something? This is his ancestral family land.
Yes, is the geyser. Yes. And he'd be like,
I'd say no. I failed my roll. Just keep it.
yeah. Yeah, you already rolled with advantage, technically, and they were both... Oh, no, that's disadvantage. So you're right, even if you rolled flat, it would still be a 10. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And he'd be like, I can't. This is my family's home. I must stay and guard it. My family's... when I have kids someday, they will guard it. And so on and so forth. But
Also,
I wish...
by all rights, my black dragon is either the same size or smaller than this thing, so him calling him little one...
I mean, yours is a wormling. This would be a pseudo-dragon. So they are different sizes.
Okay.
Yours would be larger.
Okay, because the picture you have is definitely a blue dragon.
Oh,
Like,
it's blue dragon now, but if Lance were to adopt him, I would just have him use pseudo-dragon stats, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So I'll be right back. My dad wants me to record the White Sox game for him.
Okay. So so Turquoise is like, from here, you just need to go... Let me see. Through the marsh, the foggy moors. Do not get lost on ye way. It is a confusing place. Go south, go west to the marsh. And so, you guys head off to the foggy marsh. And this is the foggy marsh. And you see like this land that some of it's buried in water, some of it's not. But you do find at the center... You guys are coming from the south. You guys are... Oh, sorry. You're coming from the east. You want to go west, so I'll move her there. So going west, you see a ghost.
A ghost? Oh. She's kind of cute.
I think she's hot.
Yeah.
She's fucking dead.
Yeah, well, but she's still a ghost. Like, she's not a zombie, she's a ghost. Zombie would be gross because they're decaying. Ghost is your soul. This is actually what she truly looks like. You couldn't see a truer version of themselves than their soul. Right? Yeah.
Why are you checking out a dead woman?
It's not weird. It's not weird.
It's weird because she's dead.
It's not weird to fuck someone's soul. It's only weird to fuck someone's corpse.
It's-
That is the difference.
I'm gonna disagree with you. It's pretty weird to fuck something's soul. Like, I'm not sure if that's considered necrophilia anymore, because it's not a dead
what
body.
if I was a ghost? What if ghosts have sex together? That's okay, right? Ghosts can have sex together. Yeah.
Because they're ghosts.
So yeah, I'm just saying that if I was a ghost, I would fuck her as a ghost. That's all.
Well, we're all living in the party, so the current issue is a living person fucking a ghost.
I think there's nothing wrong with that. The ghost is sentient. A dead body can't give consent, but a ghost can give consent.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's about consent. It's just like it's weird.
Hear me out.
It's very fucking weird.
Let's say you're a husband and wife, and the wife dies, and she goes to heaven. And then God says to her, like, a month or a year later, God's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a vacation back down to Earth. And so the wife's soul comes down to Earth. And so it's a disembodied soul, not in a body. It's just a ghost. Can the husband fuck his wife, even though he's alive and she's a ghost?
I mean, probably, but it still feels weird. Like,
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel weird. It is fucking weird. Who the fuck is gonna bring back their fucking deceased wife and be like, oh, I'ma fuck you now because you're dead and I want sex? Like, who does that? Okay.
She wants the sex. What if she's like, there's no sex in heaven? I really want sex now. Like, what?
That means we'll go to
sex
hell.
in heaven isn't really heaven. Let's be real here.
Oh my god.
These are the hard-hitting D&D questions.
We can take a break if you guys need to get drinks or bathroom because we're waiting on both Dalton and Jess. It's up to you guys. I don't need one.
I'm caffeinated at the moment.
Okay.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, so now that you're back, would it be weird to fuck a ghost as a living
Now,
person?
before you answer that, do you see this hot ghost on your screen?
She is very hot.
Okay. Is it weird to say that a ghost is hot, and would it be weird to fuck a ghost if given the chance?
You couldn't fuck a
What
ghost.
happens?
It's
Why do I
incorporeal.
just come back to you talking about
I
fucking
think ghosts can actually manifest. I'm not
Ghosts
sure if
can
they can
manifest.
edition,
Can you
but
explain
they
what
can manifest and make
Okay,
them
so
sexy.
Dalton, are you in roll 20?
Yeah, I'm in roll 20. I see the ghost. Why do
Okay,
I come
so-
back to you talking about fucking a ghost?
So we had said that you guys had come upon this ghost, and I said that's a hot ghost, and then Wes agreed, yeah, that's a hot ghost. And then Gray was like, you guys are weird. She's a ghost. She's dead. And I'm like, but she's not like a zombie or a corpse. You're not fucking a corpse. You are fucking a sentient soul. You are fucking the soul. The soul gives you consent. You can fuck them. So that was the argument. If whether or not fucking a ghost is gross or wrong.
I wouldn't say it's gross or wrong. I'm just saying it's weird. Like, that's my thing.
It's very fucking weird. Yeah, it's super weird.
Way to say it. Something could be attractive and you don't need to fuck it.
I feel like it'd be very cold. Like it's very cold. It's not something fun that you'd do.
If Kyle was just like, oh yeah, she's pretty, I'm like, okay, that's nice. But he's like, I'd fuck her. Like, that's different. That's why I have a problem with this. Because...
But a lot of times our language is, if someone's hot now, we're like, I'd fuck it.
No, here's what happened. Wes said she's cute, and I go, no, she's hot. And then I forget what Wes said, and I said, I'd fuck it. Like, is that
Yeah.
Look, her hair is actual people's wispy hands.
Oh, that's
Oh
even
shit!
cooler.
Hey, that just means extra hands for like hand stuff and like.
Yeah,
No. That's weird.
Next riddle. Next
Wait,
riddle.
wait. By that logic, wait. Do you guys know who was it Gorgon or what? She's one of the people from the moon. She's an Inhuman. She is Black Bolt's wife. Her thing is that she has hair that can move and attack people, so she can use her hair as like a whip or hands or whatever. So her hair can turn into hands. If she gave you a hair job, that'd be okay.
No.
Not.
Okay, we can move on. So, moving on.
I'm so done tonight, guys. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed.
No, it's fine. Okay, so the ghost it'd just be like, oh, I'm a ghost.
She's like, ooh, fuck me, because Kyle said so.
What did to fuck me?
The puzzle is
Roll a performance check.
Do a performance check. No, I'm kidding. What she says is, she goes, if you don't listen to me, you will wander the fogs. No one escapes the moors without my aid. Listen to my puzzle, and then you. If you solve my puzzle fast, maybe I show you my tits.
What the fuck?
So what she says though is she goes, names give power, magic to control, but what is broken by naming it? What?
Oh.
Names give power, magic to control, but what is broken by naming it?
Silence.
Yep. Silence.
And she disappears.
No one heard the woo, only I did.
Woo! And then she disappears.
Where the fuck where were her tits, bro? Like, what the fuck?
You saw that really fast. If you zoom in, there are her tits. There is cleavage right there. Good
Her
cleavage.
ghost hair pulls down her top for you.
Yes, she bares her tits and then disappears. So you guys continue west. And you arrive at a manor of some sorts. I actually don't know that I have the thing on this one. Oops. Let's,
There is not a fog of war.
Yep, let's, just pretend there is. Everybody look away for a second.
I mean, I'm playing,
I screenshotted the whole map already.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying a nice
Turn
game.
on Fog of War. There we go. So you guys are on the ground floor outside of the entranceways. Let me give you that at least. Real areas. And I will read
Also,
what you see.
Random question, but am I the only one who misses Voltor Flip and like the arcades in the Pokemon games?
Do what?
Am I the only one who misses like Voltor Flip and like the arcade games in the Pokemon games?
You know, I like a lot of the mini games they did. I actually missed the little soccer game from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire that let you build your EVs for your Pokemon.
Yeah, those are so cool, and they just got rid of them because like
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, I really hate the new thing they did for raising EVs of either like you basically cheese getting money from the Elite Four and then spend like a bunch of candies to upgrade your EVs, or you put them into like wait like 3 days for them to come back with the EVs you want. Like
That was just a thing. Like, I don't think anyone used it. Everyone just did the cheese method and was just like, oh.
Yeah. I have the mega or the whatever it was called, the tall meow, the long cat meow, and you just use him to get like a buttload of money from each Elite Four battle.
You get the max amount of bonus money you can get, and if you give him an amulet coin, it doubles the money of the match as well.
Yeah, that's what I did. It was still super grindy and lame.
Yeah.
So you guys find yourself at what, if you look at the map, is that like the manor area that like X marks the spot kind of a thing. So you find yourself outside of a manor. And so don't go in it, Pan. And so it sees there's like a mailbox, and the mailbox says Chalet Brantifax. This stone chalet was built for what would be a wealthy noble. And it is very secluded, and it has very scenic beauty. But you do notice that the house appears dilapidated now. There is holes in the walls. The paint is peeling. It looks semi-abandoned at this point. You don't see like a carriage or horses in the driveway or anything like that. But yeah, do you go in?
Fuck yeah, we do.
Okay.
If it gets us away from the riddles.
Yeah, the riddles are over. You're good. The riddles are over now, guys. So the first room you enter is... Wait, did I miss something? Where are...
It's C4, everybody watch out!
Yeah, why is it called C4? Oh, that's why. Never mind, we're good. Okay. So C4...
Because that tells you where to go and what has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was just wondering where C1, 2, and 3 were. Like, why does it start with C4? Okay, so C4 is a cloakroom. Rusty iron hooks line the walls of this entrance foyer. Hanging from two of these hooks are a shovel and a rake. A dusty cloak is draped over a hook next to a round-topped door in the south wall. Oh, right before you go in, you do see ravens flying above the building.
It's like they wanted us to be here.
Do they look like the raven that gave us the book? Because that raven was kind of unique looking.
Not from what you can see from here, no.
Okay.
So, I think these ravens are dead people.
Could be. John says,
I
kill
love
the
how
ravens.
Kyle went dead silent. He's like, seriously?
I'm not saying anything. I am not responding to that.
What
That's
I
all
would
I'm
say
saying.
is most likely they're attacked, and the gypsies turn themselves and all the people into ravens to protect them. Stop peeling your lips. And and that's how they survive, but they're stuck in that form until someone lets them out.
From the cloakroom, you see a door to the west and a door to the south.
Are we splitting up again, guys?
Never split the party.
I mean, it worked out last time.
Wait, a door to the west and the south?
Mm-hmm.
What direction are you talking about then?
If you guys are standing inside of C4, there is a direction to the left and a direction down.
Okay.
You
Broder,
go.
peek your head in.
Which way?
Well, he was near the thick-ass door. The thick door.
Well, I don't know. Can you trust me to,
No,
To,
but I'm hoping if something
kind of
attacks
things
you,
out.
it'll kill you, and then we can move on.
I'll just go through. Bye.
You just peek your head in.
So that is C5. C5 says, it's a den. Light enters this spacious room through a bulge in the north wall, where cracked and broken windows look out over a foggy veil. Dusty sheets cover most of the room's furnishings. Cobwebs stretch between the antlers, wolf heads, and other hunting trophies mounted on the walls above the wainscoting. A pale rectangle above the large fireplace suggests that a picture or a mirror once hung here.
Can I just peek in this door?
The south one? Sure.
Yeah.
That is... that is the parlor. The centerpiece of this parlor is a gold-inlaid low table, around which a handful of overstuffed chairs and sofas are neatly arranged. Other furniture includes a cabinet full of glass decanters and wine goblets, and a 6-foot-tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner. A staircase in the northeast corner ascends to the second floor, and several dusty sheets lie in a small heap nearby.
Cool. Hey guys, found the way upstairs. Let's explore down here first, though.
I mean, there's also a way upstairs where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
Oh, also where where you are, there are no stairs in here, but you can see that you can go under the stairs there. That's the stairs. No, the stairs are there, but there's no entrance to get onto the stairs. So basically, Lance, you are standing under the stairs right now. That's what that means. Like you. Oh no, sorry. You are right. There is a wall there. The stairs are not there. There's a wall. There's a wall. The furthest you can go is here.
So what you're saying is that this section over here is where the stairs are. Even though I can't tell that, that's what you're saying.
Exactly. So I was just going to say to Jess, also in the room you're in, Jess, there is a doorway here, and then using what Lance just told you, I will just unveil that is the other doorway. So these stairs come from C8.
So there are
C8's. Yeah, but you use those stairs from C8. You don't use those stairs from C5.
Well, you could go from C5 to C8. Stairs aren't one way.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Those stairs go.
Are you saying they go up, not down?
Yeah.
Because you're saying C5.
Oh, wait a second. Wait. Oh! Kyle's dumb. Kyle's dumb. Yeah. This map is not drawn well.
Let me get. This door leads to something on the opposite side of C8.
Yeah, that happens sometimes with module maps. I don't get it.
No, it's fine. These are the stairs to the basement. They go down. These stairs go down. So that's why you can't get to them from the C5. They start in the C8 area, and then they go down the stairs. So these go into the basement. These go up to the second floor. That's what I'm saying.
So there should actually be basically a wall around.
Yeah, I will draw the wall to illustrate that. Yeah, you did it. Thank you. That's exactly what should be there. Thank you.
That is why I was saying I'm going to draw on the map for a moment.
Yes, that is what should be there. 100%.
Cool.
Okay. So you now know C8. You know C5. You found 2 staircases. Where are you going now? Or do you want to look around any of the rooms you found so far?
Say we explore this floor before we go anywhere. Pan's getting frisky.
So this is a wall. So is there no way I can see up over the wall, or is it just a straight up wall to the ceiling?
The wall is to the ceiling because that's where the stairs are. There's a staircase built in, kind of a thing. So
just wanted to make sure, because sometimes you can see it from the top, which I've had.
Gotcha.
That's actually pretty cool, but it's also very scary.
Open sesame.
Is this a door?
Wait,
That's
what
a
door?
fireplace.
No, that is the fireplace.
Right here.
That's the fireplace. And these are windows that are on the walls.
What about where I am and now where Lance is?
Where Lance and you are
looks like a
doors,
hallway.
yes, or hallways. I will reveal those.
I'm gonna roll. Actually, we haven't done perception checks. I'm gonna roll perception for the previous room and this room.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
do
8 for the C4, 15 for C5.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, sorry. So 8 for C4. C4. You see there are hanging on the racks are a dusty cloak, and if you wanted to look at the cloak, you could give me an investigation, and then on the 15 for C5, there's nothing special about the den. The only thing you could say about C5 is that you think that whoever lived here must have liked to hunt, and that he hangs his hunting trophies, and that there's probably a painting or a mirror missing. That's probably all you would get out of C5. Do you want to give me investigation on the coat?
Yep.
One of the pockets, 2 flies fly out of the pocket. sorry, not flies, moths. 2 moths fly out of the one pocket. The other pocket, though, you find a rusty iron key.
Ooh.
Nice. Take that.
Yep.
It's gotta be for something.
Yep.
Fear for the weak. Onward.
And then I will give C7 first because it's closer. But yeah, I'll give you C6, Lance. I won't tell you what the full room is, but what you see. As you look in, you see a dining room, Lance. And then in 7 is the kitchen. So I will now unveil the full dining room.
Alright, perception for the kitchen and then the living room.
So the kitchen... let me describe the kitchen and the dining room first. So the dining room. The circular chamber at the base of the tower contains a large oak dining table surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs carved with images of stags. Suspended above the table is a gaudy chandelier tied off with ropes. Puddles of water on the flagstone floor are the result of moisture seeping in through 3 narrow, broken windows evenly spaced around the tower. A fireplace set in the wall is blackened by soot. And then is the kitchen. The ghostly scent of meals past still haunts the kitchen, forever trapped in the wood of its tables, the soot in its hearth and the grime in its pots, many of which hang from hooks around the room. Almost everything you would expect to see in a kitchen of this size can be found here, including dish-filled cupboards, cleaning supplies, and cooking utensils. Mice scurry across the floor, trying their best to avoid you. And then you did perception. And what were the perceptions for? 8 was for...
8 was for the kitchen, 17 was for the dining room.
Okay. The kitchen... the kitchen might actually see some use still. Oh wait, sorry. On the 8 was for the kitchen?
Yeah.
You don't see anything. So forget I said that. Please make your characters forget I said that.
Yeah.
And then on a 17, yeah, there's no signs of traffic. It's very dusty in the dining room. Doesn't look like anybody's in the dining room for years.
Okay.
Alrighty. So that's the first floor.
Alright, do we want to go up or do we want to go down?
Wait. I haven't, let me percept, C8. I haven't checked that room out. I got a 13 for that room. Or have we gotten the C8?
Oh, yeah, Jess Peter, I think it was Jess, Nightshade Peter had the C8. C8 was the parlor, and so, yes, if you want to do an investigation on the parlor,
Okay.
you don't, yeah. Oh,
If I
Pan,
can do
that
it
was for the
that
fireplace?
basic,
Okay, I'll get to
21.
Pan's fireplace in a second. For 21 to 15, 21's better. The harp and the table are obviously valuable, but they are very awkward and heavy and would be really hard to transport. But the harp and the table would be valuable.
I mean, I could have told you that. You said they were gold inlaid.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's not fake gold. Like, it is real gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the investigation for the fireplace, it just seems like a fireplace.
Don't we have a cart? Do we have a cart?
What?
Do we have a cart?
You mean a wagon?
Yeah. Fusfajar's polar bear is pulling it, yes.
Into the cart it goes. So harp and table?
Well,
We might
let's
have
come
to-
back
we might have
for
to
this,
walk, but-
shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm not strong. That's the one thing I am not. You can.
How much are they worth? Can we know that?
I would have to look it up. It doesn't say right here. So if you just put golden table and golden harp, we can figure it out later.
Okay.
It'll probably take 2 people to move each. So give me strength checks or athletics in order to get them into the cart. Pick 2 people to do it. Who is doing it?
Not it.
Please don't pick me.
If you don't have 2 strong people, you can't do it.
Let's
so
see.
Who's doing it?
Zug.
I can
Zug's not here.
help.
Zug's not here.
No, is that
Guys, I really think we should end
Hey,
session.
Fusfajar can be one of the people. Yes. Who is your second?
I have
I
a
have
strength
15
of
strength.
17.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nightshade.
17. There you go. So even better. Fusfajar's going to sit out, and Pan and Nightshade can do it. There you go.
Hey.
So both of you make me either strength or athletics checks to try to get the just one of the items. We'll go with the table first to get the table out.
Is someone giving me advantage or my...
No, you're just both doing it once, so that's kind of the advantage, kind of. So, Pan, what's yours?
7.
Cool.
Pan 100% drops his half. almost breaking the table. You
Oh
get
no,
this-
11.
Okay, it does not break. Okay, you successfully get it in the cart. You go back in. Do the same thing for the harp.
I mean, isn't a harp tiny?
No, it's a humongous
Yeah, like it's one of the full-sized ones.
Same
that
thing.
big ones, yeah.
People like
19.
Okay, on a 16.
Together and
What?
just lower the DC.
Well, they succeeded, so it's all good.
They
did it.
Future reference.
Oh,
If
for
we
future
all work
reference,
together and have a
it
lower
depends, because at certain points it could get unwieldy. Like, if you're moving a couch, 2 people can do it, maybe 4. If you try to have 6 or 8 people move a couch, it's just unwieldy and not very helpful.
Yeah, but like we have 4 people right now.
Yes,
so.
yes. But the harp, yeah, maybe. But you're good. Okay, so that is that. Okay. So, are you guys going... Oh, you do see from the windows, there appears to be a backyard. So you started in the front yard. There is a backyard you can see from the windows.
We didn't see that when we were outside?
Sure you did. I just kind of forgot to tell you. Sure. So, yes, there is a backyard. So, whether you want to go to the backyard or upstairs or downstairs is up to you.
I like doing everything on one floor first.
Okay, so
Unless
backyard it
anyone-
is.
Unless anyone's opposed, I'd like to do the backyard.
Okay.
I don't care.
I mean, it's the backyard. If something was in there, like, we probably
So,
could-
you guys move to the backyard, and you find a graveyard. A 7-foot-tall wrought iron fence encloses a small graveyard in the back. Set into the north side of the enclosure is a gate with the name Brantifax worked over an arch above it. In the yard are 4 graves, each marked with a headstone.
Do we
Hey,
actually
Kyle.
see these?
Yeah.
Can you remove this fog right here, if that's alright?
Okay. I mean, it just shows the edge of the house.
Yeah, like, that way we can just at least have the road to the graveyard, because it's kind of wonky
Yes.
right now.
That is fair. I guess it's a side yard, not a backyard, but still. So, or maybe you enter the house through the side and this is the front? I don't know, but either way, yes. So you see 4 graveyards with gravestones on a 7 perception. These are dead people.
I will investigate.
People died here.
Ooh, 21 investigation on the graves.
Yes. So you see inscribed in the
Not
in the
one.
that one. Yeah, you actually think you should just start randomly digging, Pan. You're like, oh, what's here? Who knows?
Maybe we'll find something in these grave safe areas.
But so Nightshade. You say one of them, the top one, the northern says Baron Brantifax, husband, father, hunter. Let no man stand above another. Then the second one says Brorn, hound of Brantifax, faithful to the end. Then the third one says Heliath, our pride and joy, lost too soon. And then the fourth one says Sylphine, beloved daughter, may she find peace at last.
Where's the mom,
also,
huh?
And you had just stepped on this. Did you actually step there, or was that a mistake?
Oh no, that was a mistake.
Okay.
Methinketh. Someone mage hand that grave.
Ooh, I mage hand the grave.
I will say, you guys will remember that in Area C4, next to that cloak, there's a shovel. In the cloakroom where you found the key, there's also a shovel in there.
I'm gonna go get the shovel and start digging.
Do we want to?
Does it look like it's freshly, like,
They are
done?
100% not fresh. They are 100% old graves. Well, like, at least like 20 years old or whatever, yeah.
Why are we digging
Some
up
cool
graves,
stuff
guys?
Buried with them.
Would we
This
do
place
this?
is like 100 years old. You never know what could be in there.
Does anyone... Can we cast... Does someone have detect magic?
I
See if
had a
there's
really
magic out here.
high investigation check, and all Kyle did was read us the tombstones, so...
That's what the investigator.
That's all that investigated. Yeah, exactly. That's all it's right. Okay, you see 4 graves with 4 tombstones. That's all you see. Like, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah, you couldn't
But-
get more unless you dig.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
I can
like,
cast.
I don't I guess in-game Broder's gonna be like, are we really gonna rob graves? Like, is there something of value in here that we know of that we need to rob the graves? This seems like a bad idea to me.
I mean, what's the bad idea? They're dead. They don't care.
Well, they might not be dead anymore, or at least
Shoot them down.
fully dead if we decide to start digging up their bodies.
We can fight them. We're strong.
And I can talk to the worms maybe, and they can tell me something.
How
If
about
there
a
are
small
any worms.
compromise? We explore the rest of this manor first to make sure there's not anyone we're potentially angering by digging up their relatives.
Well, we probably anger them anyway by just hopping into their manor.
Oh, it would
Yeah,
be less
but
angry than us digging up their dad or their husband.
Yeah, I feel that's gonna make them just a little bit more angry than
Just rob their harp.
yeah.
Put the loot back and take it on your way out. That's a good point, actually.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did suggest that, and no one paid attention to me, and so we decided to move it.
What did you say?
Oh, I didn't even hear you say that, Jess.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said,
If
"Can
you
we
said-
can we
if you
explore the
said-
rest before we do this?" And everyone just kept
Yes.
going, and I was like,
would be
"Okay, I guess
with,
not."
I would be okay with retconning that then and say you were going to take the harp and the thing on the way out. We'll keep your checks good,
Yeah.
but we can keep them in the house. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say that at all. Jess. If that's the case, then yeah, we can explore before looting the place.
Fine. I'm gonna toss the shovel at this grave. Just gonna toss it at the grave.
As you do, you get a chill through your body.
Yep. Touching
Yep.
that grave.
I won't touch the grave.
Gonna be haunted.
I mean, it did say, "Let no man stand above another." That's what his grave said, and so,
What did the other gravestones say?
Loyal
Hound-
until the end.
yeah, faithful to the end, lost too soon, makes you find peace at last. His was the only one that was like cryptic. So
Yeah.
He's Satan. Let's dig him up and resurrect him as a lich.
Wait, Nightshade, go stand on that grave really quick.
No. A Nightshade takes her wings and flies above it, not touching it whatsoever.
Well, I need
yeah.
you
When
to
you-
stand on the grave specifically.
when you when she goes above it, she also feels a chill run through
Aw,
her.
but she's a woman. Doesn't that count?
But she's a man. It's got man in it. So
I feel that's sexist.
human has man in it, so it's good.
Wait, so what if I walked on top of it? I'm a koala.
But you're also literally a man, so you would trigger it that way. You feel
I
the
am
chill.
but okay.
Don't have gender.
Also, guys, you're all humanoids, so you still have man in your humanoid.
Hey, are you assuming that koala's gender?
Okay, so are you guys going to the basement?
Hey.
I see Pan heading towards the basement. Is that where we're going?
I
I'd rather
believe
head
so.
up. I'm heading
I
up.
mean, I'm always partial to going up rather than down first, but
Okay.
if we're
Oh, I thought I was going up. I didn't realize I was going down the
Oh no, up is this one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm headed
you
up.
guys go to the second floor. I will give you what's there.
We should definitely loot those graves, though. 100% loot the graves.
No comment.
They're dead. They don't care.
All right, so you guys find yourself. I'll move you.
I vote for
There are people left
basement.
to stay.
Oops, I moved the fake wall too.
What'd you do? Did you delete us all?
No, I moved you to the second floor.
Oh, because I didn't know we were going to the second floor.
Oh yeah. We had said that the problem with going down is it could go down forever, but going up is only, you can see it's clearly only like 2 or 3 floors. So that's why they had discussed that.
We always go up.
Are you good with that, Nightshade? Are you good with going up?
You can always go down. No one's stopping you.
What do you think?
I had asked about down. I wanted a conversation, but that's fine.
Oh no, you weren't here. I'm sorry. Yeah, we can have a conversation, 100%.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. We're already here.
Okay.
I
It was
mean,
like a vote thing, so the vote was to go up, but
Yeah, I generally like going up rather than down because up is you can only go so far up normally.
Yeah.
Down is you don't know what's in the what's down. There could be like levels upon levels.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm always like, if I just want to go somewhere, I'll go. I'm completely fine with splitting the party.
That's gonna get you killed someday. I'm like not even like exaggerating or anything. That's just at some point in this campaign, if you continue doing that, you are going to die.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay,
Well,
so
do it.
you guys are in a hallway. You see that the hallway continues to the left. The hallway continues to the south. In the area where you are, there are 2 doorways. Where you guys are standing, you can see the hallway that goes to the left. I'll give you that. Oops. And where Pan is, the hallway continues that way as well. Alright, so you have a series of 5 doors you can choose from. And then also you do see a spiral staircase going to the 3rd floor at the end of this hallway.
How many floors does this house have? 3?
From the outside it is 3 floors, yes.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm going to say right. Unless anyone has any objections, this first right door.
Is that good for everybody else?
I'm going this way.
Very that way, so I'm gonna head in here.
This is a bedroom.
Oh, please, guys.
That's fine. We'll separate. That is a bedroom.
No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop searching. I'm like, guys. Now I know we did this at this last place, but I'm starting to kind of like you lot. Please do not leave by yourself to go wherever.
Go in the buddy system. At least stay within like 2 people per each, or something like that. Like at least stay with one other person.
No, not even then. Like we all need to stay together. Like,
I can get to you guys. We're within 30 feet.
yeah, unless something like decides to paralyze you, and then you're just being eaten by something while paralyzed.
Fine.
All right, we are officially separating. So.
No, we are not.
Okay,
Like,
so you're gonna choose to stay with them. Okay, so we're not going into C11.
I'm going to round up the fucking herd of cats that is our party. Like, no, we're all choosing one place to go.
I mean, I think it's already been decided. Pan's heading down there, and I'm heading in this door.
Yeah, if you don't want to choose. Lamb, if you don't want to choose a 3rd way, that's good, but you can't stop them from going in the 2 different ways. You would have to go with one of them or stay in the hallway, basically.
Oh my god. Nightshade, please help me out here. I know you don't like me that much, but please help me out here.
Yeah, does no one agree? I think Booster Jar will be like, I'll stay with the party. He'll stay in the hallway. Nightshade, are you good with staying together?
Yeah, I want to stay together.
Okay, so it is just Pan and Lance. Alright, so I guess Nightshade and Lamb, do you want to go with Lance or Pan? Which one are you leaving on their own if they will not come to a... No, but what if they won't agree? What if they will never agree, Lamb? What if they will never agree? And you can't force them, like, within game.
I mean, then if they just want to do their own thing, then I don't think they should be with the party. Like, that's... I'm going to say that. If you just want to go off and do your own thing, then don't be with us. Like, please have some party cohesion. Because
Lance, does he hit you somewhere in your soul, Lance? Do you come back?
Nope.
Pan, does he reach you somewhere?
I get the point, but at the same time, I feel like this just adds the fun to it, on my part at least. It adds fun for me. And if anything, we are... It's fun because it's like, okay, I'm going this place, and we are really close to each other, so there's really nothing to worry about.
Here's the thing I think Wes realizes is that I think they don't care. They don't understand the danger. And one of these days I'm gonna be like, "There's a Tarrasque in this room," and they just killed Dalton.
Yeah, like a person by themselves is like going to walk into the boss area, and then be fighting something that the whole party should be.
And you might say you're close, but what if the bad guy has silence cast or closes the door and locks it behind you or something, and then you're in the boss level by yourself?
Or
you know what I mean?
Also,
we all fail our perception checks to hear that you were in combat, and now you're just bleeding out on the ground by yourself.
What'd you say, Greg?
I was planning to just like look through the rooms and just like get like what's in here. Okay, look at it, leave. Look at it.
That's only because you guys haven't found any people yet. This floor could have people on it.
Yeah,
It could be ghosts or zombies or vampires or werewolves. Like, you don't know.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
kind of the problem. Is like you look in this room.
Oh, I meant like just to open the door and like stick my head in.
Yeah,
and then
you do that, and then the vampire's like, oh, and then it punches you in the face. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you do that, and like Kyle's saying, there's like 2 vampires in here, and they're like, ooh, fresh blood, and you're like running back to the party like, guys, we've got a problem. Meanwhile, Lance opens his door, and here's like 2 werewolves, and they're like, ooh, fresh meat, and Lance is like, hey, we got a problem. And now we're fighting a pack of vampires.
yes,
and
well,
werewolves.
agreed. What would have been 2 smaller fights is now a big 4-person fight because you have to fight the werewolves and the vampires at the same time.
But that's
Not to, not to mention, we don't really have like a full dedicated healer. So like,
Boost Fajar is.
he's a paladin. He is not a full dedicated healer.
I had him take like only healing spells. He only has.
Even you still don't have like the full like cure compliments that
You're right, yeah.
always together, you never get to have anything individual.
Do what?
If,
Well, that's not true.
Together, there's no really individuality in my mind. So I like in stuff like this, where it's literally a small area that we're just exploring. I don't see the issue in looking around. If there ends up being more fights, then it ends up happening.
I literally just told you the issue is it
Told you that I don't see that as an issue.
Yeah.
you don't.
I think it's just different playstyles, guys, and I don't want it to tear the group apart or anything like that. Like, but I think if we mostly try this together and we have one straggler or whatever, I guess that's, you know.
I mean, the problem is I can see this grouping up 2 fights, which would have been easy by themselves, and now it becomes a fucking nightmare and could potentially kill the party, or it's going to kill a player. And like, yeah, you don't have any individuality, but welcome to D&D. You're in a team.
But
like,
I would say it still doesn't give individual, because with the choices you make in each room is still up to you. Whether you choose to do Arcana, or you choose to Investigation, or you like that, whether you choose to Stealth or go full force, like that is individual. You know what I mean? Those are still choices.
I mean, when there's 4 other people, you could do one thing and it could completely not matter because of the 4 other people.
Yeah, I mean, but again, welcome to being in a team.
Yeah, that's a good
even
point.
if you also
Like this isn't a single player game where you're playing by yourself. You're playing.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have this conversation when we're playing on like Fridays, Dalton, because like we usually do travel in a group. No, not usually. When we go around our dungeons, one person maybe goes ahead and scouts, but the others follow right behind. We usually don't split up.
Well, on Friday it's a different situation because we use the echo or me going in as like the stealth invisible. No.
Yeah.
Me.
So what you're saying
On
is,
Fridays,
so guys,
a lot of people do their own thing.
Yeah.
Guys, why don't we just make Dalton feel better? Not feel better. That's not what I meant. Dalton, best of both worlds. You can be the quote scout, so you go get first. So that way, then what? No, 'cause if you go get head first, that means you get the individual part because you're by yourself. But then we're still traveling as a party behind you. We're waiting for you, so it still makes cohesive. So that way we get the best of both. So, Lance, you are going ahead of the group. The rest of the group is staying in the hallway. Lance goes into that room, and Lance, you find a study. Against the west wall stands a handsome roll-top desk, north of which 2 leather-padded armchairs face a fireplace, carved with images of wolves and stags. Draped over each chair is a wolf skin. A narrow spiral staircase, choked with cobwebs, winds up the east wall.
okay, I will perception the room.
The only one who's in there right now is Lance. So
We open the
Lance can
door,
come-
right?
Well, you guys are at the doorway, yes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Then I will wait until he gives the all clear, and then I will perception the room for a garbage roll.
Lance, what are you doing in the room? Or do you just get the rest of the party, or are you doing anything while you're in there?
Just let the rest of the party do it.
Okay. Yeah, you like I said, you the perception would just see what I told you basically. You see the chairs. The only thing that seems of interest would be the desk might have stuff in it. So if somebody wants to give me an investigation of the desk, they can.
20.
Okay. It is a locked desk.
We have a key.
We do.
Let me me see if that is the right key. Let me just double check. That is not the key for this.
Rogue. Feel like picking that lock?
Yeah. What do I roll to pick locks?
Thieves tool check.
What even is that?
So you click on your Thieves tools, and then up in the right-hand corner, it should say, roll. You should have a roll button if you click on Thieves tools. In the top right corner.
Oh. What is the ability for it?
It's sleight of hand, I believe.
Dexterity then?
Dexterity, yes.
That roll it?
Yeah, Thieves tools.
What?
So that...
Based.
What?
Should it be strength based?
No.
It says it's strength-based?
No.
It let me. Yeah,
Huh.
it says select ability and proficiency.
Okay, so I think you should select Dex, and then select proficient, that you are proficient with Thieves tools, yes. So what is your proficiency? Oh.
You crit.
So
Good
I want to
job.
keep the roll. I kind of want to keep the roll from the. It wasn't
Okay.
at 20 in the second one, so it doesn't matter. So, but still,
So
on
it'd be
a
3 then.
18
I
plus
have a
3,
plus.
18 plus 3 plus 2.
Yep.
Okay, so on a 22, yeah, you get it open. Let's see. The desk holds a set of calligrapher's supplies, so you guys can have that. It has a leather-covered journal with a wolf's head on the cover. That's it. So you get calligrapher's tools, and you also get the journal.
What's the journal say?
Because you got the investigation on the desk, you would have to give me an investigation journal, but it's just reading. So if you guys take time, it's fine. No rolls necessary. Baron, the father who lived here, Baron Brantifax, which you found for this tombstone, was an avid hunter and often invited guests to the chalet to hunt with him. The Baroness admired his generous nature and his vigor. The Baron loved his trusty mastiff, Brorn, as much as he did his wife and children. The Baroness disliked it when the Baron fed the hound scraps from the dining table. The Baroness felt too isolated at the chalet. She much preferred the trappings of civilization and city life. Sylphine, the couple's firstborn daughter, was bedridden, having been born with terrible physical ailments and deformities. The Baroness was glad that Sylphine could be housed in the chalet to keep her far from the public's eye. A nursemaid was hired to watch over the child while the Baroness was away. The Baroness describes Sylphine's death at the age of 6 as merciful, and there's some indication that the Baroness had a hand in it. Hiliath, the younger daughter of the Baron and the Baroness, was a tomboy, more like her father than her mother. Hiliath was slain on her 9th birthday, killed by a wolf while out hunting with her father. The Baroness doesn't blame her husband for Hiliath's death, but neither does she absolve him of the guilt. Both daughters were buried in the chalet's graveyard at the Baron's insistence. In her final journal entry, the Baroness speaks of evil whispers in the graveyard and makes plans to leave the chalet, vowing never to return.
Interesting. All right, well, it's 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Is this a good stopping point?
So this is a good place to cut it off. You guys have finished that room. Okay, so we will continue the Book of the Raven, which led us to the Brantifax Chalet next week. Cool, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right.
Good game, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
When will I be getting my
Yeah.
homunculus book?